You are in tune to Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, and I'm your host, Yo Jules DJ. Welcome back to another weekly episode of the 4.5 Mic Source Mag Dissection. That's right, we take on the challenging list that was once the Source Magazine's coveted Bible 5 mic rating system. We've actually covered all the 5 mic albums in that series, and in the last few months, we've been covering the 4.5 mics. Tonight, we're talking about a very special group out of the East Coast, specifically out of Philadelphia. They're legendary. They're still active. They've been doing their thing. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Give it up one time for the 4.5 mic dissection of The Roots with the Illadelph Halflife dissection going out tonight. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. Give it up one time.
Yeah.
Long time coming, man. The Roots have been a long-time favorite of a lot of us here on this channel. So I'm really, really glad that we get to talk about this particular album. I believe this is our second episode speaking about The Roots. You can catch our first round of The Roots versus who do we put them against? It was Camp Low. No,
was it? I don't even
Black
remember.
Star?
Yeah, it's been a while since we're doing those. I can't remember, man.
It was Camp Low. It was Camp Low. It was Camp Low versus The Roots, I think. It was the Uptown Saturday Night against. I was wrong. But again, we're fans, like I said, nonetheless. So we're here to talk about the third studio album from the world legendary Roots hip hop crew. Like I said, the Roots been down for a long time. This is, like I said, their third studio album, and we decided to take this one on because, again, it received 4.5 mics in the Bible that was the Source magazine at the time. Source magazine gave you 4.5. It was a very, very, very good rating. See what I'm saying? But again, in hindsight, it's been 30 years. We have to take on the fact that maybe they might have gotten, maybe they might have gotten it wrong, and maybe this is a 5 mic album. Maybe people that tend to differ and think even less. We'll talk about it tonight. Again, we're talking about a group straight out of Philadelphia, still together. I don't even know how many tracks on this album because they have that habit of always, continuously keeping the numbers going on all their albums. So we are currently playing track 34 through 53, if anybody wants to do the math for us there. You know what I'm saying? Kind of cool. I like that they do that, to be honest. Every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here live on Twitch. Check us out. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes on YouTube. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes on all your DSPs. One word. Like, subscribe, comment. If you want to donate to the channel, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes on that Cash App. And let's go say what's up to my man, Executive Producer Triple C in the building. What is going on, sir?
Right. Let's get that hoagie music started.
Ooh, that cheesesteak life. Okay, I like that. I ain't mad at you.
That hoagie music.
That's almost pausey, but
It's meant to be delicious.
Oh, that's
Yeah. Out of here, Triple C already.
Shout out to our man, 2 Up, 2 Down, DJ Hobo in the building.
Yes. What up?
What's going on, my man? Ike from Mr. Strong Island Street FM representative.
Salute. Peace. What up?
Baba Midi, aka DJ Scandalous, Jamaica Queens representative.
What up, man?
All right, it's going down again. One more again. We're talking about the 4.5 mic rating that is the Illadelph Halflife third studio album by The Roots. So again, this looks like it's actually a total of 20 tracks. There's a combination of outros and intros as well as some sort of skits and stuff like that. So we are going to just breeze through this real quickly. Again, if you don't know, The Roots, straight out of Philly, very, very dope hip-hop band, technically. And we're going to start out with the intro, followed up by Respond, React, and going through the third track section. And we'll talk a little bit later about what we do here when we dissect these albums. Let's go ahead and start things out.
When rap music began, most people saw it as a fad, like hula hoop or pet rock. This predicted very short life.
You would go behind the scenes and see the hopes and frustrations of a young band trying to make it in the music business.
Also the relationship between the group and the record company.
Sometimes they just make us feel like
people's faces changing the longer they played, particularly when they started playing the old groups and everything.
What is amazing when you watch these is that all these records, the artists would have done it. It's more than a review.
It's just hip-hop hanging in my head heavy. But you know the planet is ready for the half when we coming with the action pack. On some Dundee shit representing the outback. Yo, we do it like this. You witnessing the fifth dynasty, family click. Across the map, one time for ya. It's time to react, to respond, to react, to respond. south side, pushing this up north from Philadelphia reps to fly points across the map. Bring it back to respond, react, to bring it back to respond, react to this.
Attractive assassin, blasting the devil trespassing, master getting cash in an orderly fashion. Message to the fake nigga flashing. Slow up, before you get dropped and close like a caption. Fractional kids don't know the time for action. Styles got the rhythm that of an Anglo-Saxon. Round of applause and avalanche of clapping. That's what happened. Now what's your reaction? We heavyweight traction, pro pornographic, specialized in science and mathing. Original black men, busting thoughts that pierce your mental, the fierce, ripping your section. Vocal toe to toe, impeccable, splitting your back, son. Simple as addition and subtraction. Black thought, the infinite relax one. Shorty say they love it with a passion. Bring the international charm. See your squad, I harass.
React, you best adapt when I sling this rap. Another chapter, before, when, or after, trap you. Map your whole path out. Go get your crowd so we can clap out. I drive down streets and take back route positioning. When I'm in your system like glycerin. Fans listening from Michigan to Switzerland. Malik be bliss again. On the station with the discipline. Soliciting, sometimes illicit or explicit with it. And from the deep and where the hills are steep, nobody cares to speak. A land where life is cheap. The street mentality mixed with the intellect, personality. Hell where I dwell as well. Niggas rebellious. Bodies are found down in the cellars. My man caught a shot to the stomach. Now who won it? Confronted bodies dusty blunted. Cats who act like they don't know that the fact is that they being hunted. A process of elimination. Activate your mind with the stimulation into your zone with penetration. I seen more horror than Dram Stoker. Strip the bro to play poker. The drink mocha. The sometimes socializer. The joke despiser. Who woke the wiser. Dealing with the roots vocalizer. Up in your flesh from South Philly to West. I stampede your style. I compile and bless.
We setting it for Southside, pushing this up north from Philadelphia reps. The fly points across the map. Bring it back to respond, react, to bring it back to respond, react to this. We setting it for Southside, pushing this up north from Philadelphia reps. The fly points across the map. Bring it back to respond, react, to bring it back to respond, react to this.
Hey yo, I'm just a lyricist, a chemist of the hemp. The beat pimp, the ill Philly resident that's far from hesitant. Corrupt like a president, never benevolent but poetically prevalent, cooler than peppermint. The lieutenant for niggas talking about represent. No doubt, it's obviously evident I get bent. Far from temporary, son, I'm very permanent. Hitting them C's like an intoxicant sent to prevent. Monopoly is my intent, the means is what I invent. This mental murder paid the rent. Lyrically, I'm the dominant ingredient. The swift, extravagant, smooth lubricant. Down with the M, the illitant. That's the sound of the dynasty chant. We surround your camp, assuming the war stance and bring it from the chest. Now let's dance.
M. Illadelph, feel the fifth gorilla chant. Y'all talk about bodies, but you will not kill an ant. My skill is ant, whip pill a nigga like a stamp. Caliber is of Excalibur, now you be damned. When I operate, a crowd will copulate. My game will make a wound populate into 1/5 fist of stock of hate. Piece the logistics, slump your squad of misfits. They all get their wrist slit. Flash your ass if you insist it. Leave no trace, so it's no trace for ballistics. Turn your soul and body to statistics. In particular, I got that extracurricular squad in the stash. You could be sticking ya, slipping, evicting ya. Harass your police commissioner. Don't like chicks what we's talking about. I need conditioner. That shit's deader than niggas with a mortician. A janaza up in your flesh like plasma. Take away your last breath when you got asthma. To me, bad Lou down at the plaza. Hip hop extravaganza. Tell your man I swamp him with a stanza. Now who's the boss? Not Tony Danza. My force not green, but the force is obscene. P.O. took a piss test and came out not clean. Brody with my man Ms. Musa Hakeem. My squad from Deuce 4 up the West Oak Lane. All the way to Tacawana and Frankfurt, they know the name. It's like that. M.L.10.
Setting it for Southside, pushing this up north from Philadelphia reps. The fly points across the map. Bring it back to respond, react, to bring it back to respond, react to that. It's all the way live out from pushing up fly from international reps. The fly points across the map. Yeah, bring it back to respond, react, to respond, react to that. You're setting it for Southside, pushing this up north from Philadelphia reps. The fly points across the map. Bring it back to respond, react, to bring it back to respond, react. Come on.
Dissection. This one features Malik B as well. Rest in peace.
Eats, beats, and rhymes.
I came too far in front. I'm coming with the shots to pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Pump it in your section and throughout your section.
want, thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section. Y'all know the dynasty, the roots repertoire, the lieutenant from the reservoir serve the spar, the injured predator of a competitor. I send them C's where the paramedics are. At first I'm like, no, I'm nonchalant from afar, then strike. They cut the fake rap star, jugular with a regular balance of the cat. Burglar known to parlay with Garcia, Vegas cigar. I know the flavor because me and the thugs minds are mutual. We congruent, lay on the corner with the charm unit. I'm from the lab where the bombs distributed, so never try to duplicate the skills executed, son. You get electrocuted from the worldwide reputed. Shine like nickel heat to blow your mind when I shoot it. Some know me as a man that's from the roots crew. Others is bad lieutenant off of Snyder Avenue. We go a eye, we go a eye. Beheaded like a samurai. That a command that die nasty until he die. Who will imply that I lack ability? Make your words known, amplify the utility. I'm crooked like the eye on a toxic malt liquor. The land whipper, the Dom Perignon champ sipper. The fifth will bring it all together like the zipper on a butter leather. The bad lure brings the bad weather. So to whoever got ripped, let it rest, reflect, the recollect on the way it was set. It's the veteran architect that flows with the rhythm of sex. Be on the low shotgun and the Lex. So with my man low the flex, I'm resting where they handle the text, and the lyrical vandal is next to flow. So my man, my miz and my man, and militant was the master plan once again. I came too far to front. I'm coming with the shots to pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section. Yo, you can't front. I'm coming with the shots to pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section.
Peeps the oratory, niggas bore me with theatrics. Until they do the story about my packets. The adverse is on your table, stabilize emotion. A soldier at ease, but on post the utmost. And bragging, boasting my antidotes that choke. Invade your whole terrain, you feel the pain provoked. When I breaststroke your wavelength for intensity, my alliance bring forth to you an entity. Your whole vicinity, I contaminate with hate. Got no time to debate, but hold up, wait, sit straight. It's ill, the illicit. You violate, you get a ticket. MCs you can't tell or expel, you get evicted from out your misery. Serve your ass with my delivery. Alarm makes the grounds you stepping on shivery. Permanent tears with fool your thoughts, your quiz. It's all upstairs where there's a crowd, table and chairs. For years, been on the mic, I'm like a dyke with stairs. When I strike, I stay severe. Niggas, they lower, they glare. From over here, my Range Rover swear to blast off side. Switch the pitch from southpaw to unorthodox. I shock your brain with the miscellaneous. Who be the zaniest? Nigga with words that are spontaneous.
Hey, yo, the purpose mainly is to generate the Luther Van lyrical contraband, controlling your command. And you can't front. I'm coming with the shots to pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section. Yo, you can't front. We coming with the shots to pump. We got more, cause it's what you want. Thump it in your section and throughout your section, in your area, throughout your whole section.
Yo.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
First things first, rest in peace, Malik B. They already talking about in the chat. Shout out to everybody in this chat. I see Miss September in there. I said the Diva Speaks in there. I see DJ B Sharp in there. Again, we're talking about the roots tonight, celebrating the roots. Flowers need to be distributed. We're talking about Illadelph Halflife, the 4.5 mic dissection. This album received a 4.5 mic rating from the Source magazine back in 1996, 30 years ago.
Damn, 30 years ago. That's crazy right? to say out loud, bro. That's crazy to say out loud.
Black Thought still sounds sharp as ever. Let's be clear.
Even better now.
I would argue that he sounds better now.
Even better.
Black Thought is will
crazy.
forever be sharp, bro. Him and Jizza are my top MCs ever all time, and I can get lost listening to him as a lyricist, just how he formulates and puts things together, and just he's amazing, man. Yeah. He's amazing. He's amazing.
I think amazing. Right. He's only gotten better with time. Again, rest in peace, Malik B. Malik B was a beast. Both these guys,
I say this all the time, man, and it's not even a hot take anymore. I just say it just because I believe it with my heart and soul, man. As dope as Black Thought is, Malik B was not far off, man. He was not far off at all, bro. He was really, really, really dope.
Yeah, nobody.
The drugs fucked him up.
Yeah.
Nah, some people try to, man. I've been in some forums. People try to say some crazy shit, but or they think I'm bugging. But
no arguing.
That
for some reason, people always like to do that when there's two artists. They like to say this one always outshines the next. Why is this one there? And it's always like a discrediting thing. It's almost like a little brother thing. There's just you know, and it's like, yo, stop, man. Just one is just sharper than the other. That's it, man. Just Black Thought, and like what you had to, yo, who else could stay? Who else could stand in a room with Black Thought like that?
Right.
Malik B.
Right.
Malik
B.
Right.
You know, so like just for people to say, or oh, he's not this, is like, yo, stop. Just stop.
Let's talk about these first two tracks. Again, this is the first. We played two songs in the intro, which didn't contain music, but let's just talk about the songs for a second. Yeah, Respond, React, and Section, both produced by the Roots, obviously. The intro followed by Respond, React, it definitely gives me an idea what this album's going to sound like. Again, I like to talk about, we like to talk about how the first few songs, you know, tend to give a pretty good indication of what kind of, or at least that's what I hope first few songs do, of what the album will sound like, right? So chat, let me know if you feel the same. We just played Respond, React, and Section. It's a beautiful journey. I like where we're going. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a dope look, man.
They set it off right, man.
Yeah. Great opener.
This is great. We're gonna keep playing more music. Again, we have 20 tracks to go here. Well, a little less now.
Before we jump in, Jules, sorry to cut you off.
No.
I just want to talk about. I know Ike is a snare connoisseur. The snares on Beyond React. Just, I mean, I'm sure he digitized them in some way, maybe, but just. You got to give it up to Questlove on the drum work on that song, man. Just it is. I remember I had a guy that I used to work with, shot to E1, and we used to argue, man. We used to argue. He said, "There's no way Questlove is playing the drums on these songs." He said, "It just sounds too crisp. It sounds too good." I'm like, man, he is playing the drums, dog. Respect that man.
I wish
not on every track though. Not on every track.
I wish the good Rev was here, because, you know, Questlove taught, you know, the good Rev how to play the drums. And I've been in the studio, Jules, I'm pretty sure, not in the studio, back in the office when he was working over there at Cornerstone. And I've heard so many exclusive freestyles and recording of the Roots via the good Rev. Like, like that, those are his people. And I was able to meet Questlove due to the good Rev, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish he was here so he could just speak. He would not stop. He's spoken so many amazing things about Questlove and just how amazing he is as a drummer. You know, as a drummer, I would, unless I read it on a credit, I would say, yeah, he played everything. Like, and I want him to continue to play everything, bro. Like,
right.
You don't play the drums on Clones. Just saying, you don't.
Okay.
Drum machine.
All right.
No, it's all because I'm a big Questlove head too. Like, pause. I listen to a lot of his podcasts, read his books, all that kind of stuff. And this was a transitional period. This particular album right here, where they were going from being such a band-driven recording group to now samples are starting to enter the picture. And he was like, to a certain degree, like, wait, what do I do? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the leader of the band, and now all of a sudden I'm not participating in certain records. Like, I don't get it. Like, he'll still play it live, obviously, right? But like, that, and he talked about Clones. He said Clones was an example. He's like, I think I'm pretty sure he talked about Clones. He was like, I'm not on that fucking record. Like, so what do I do now? Like, am I just the token tour drummer now? Like, what is?
That's crazy.
What is going to be my role going forward? But this album specifically talks about, well, it doesn't talk about, but it invokes that journey. Again, it's their third studio album at this point, and not all of them were on the same label. I think, again, they were independent, obviously. They toured Europe for a long time, and then finally started to come back around to America around this time, in the mid-90s, pardon me. So this is, again, a very important album for them at the time. They had a lot to show and prove. Again, Geffen Records was the home at the time, and they released this in 1996. We just played Respond, React, Section. Let's play 2 more joints just to keep it going and get some more conversation going. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Like I said, let us know which songs you like, which ones you expect to listen to. I'm about to play Panic and It Just Don't Stop. Let me know if you remember those or not. I think Panic is a skit. It only comes in at 1:24. And if that's the case, then we're going to just go ahead and follow It Just Don't Stop with Episodes, which is a full-blown song after that. Let's go with Panic first.
I woke up in the darkness at 12:17 to shots and sirens. Look out the window, peep the high beams. Now they searching. The cops looking for the person that pulled the trigger. Medical figures is nursing the kid that got shot. Some innocent octave with front to flip the rock on the McKean Street block. I try to tell him to stop, cause yo, it's ghetto red hot. Similar to the blood now, flood his top. I take a step out the spot to the point of attack and see the shorty wop, heart blast out his back. Damn, I'm thinking it don't cease. It's no more peace, police level increase. But what the fuck is still crime on the streets? I can't breathe. Now what's going on? 1 minute you alive, the next you're gone. Illadelph Halflife. What's over to the heavens from the niggas who fell and hit the L for the niggas who fell when that could have been prevented. In front of the flat, your mom's renting, and no one expect that from you cause you was timid. Fucking with them cats from outside city limits. Funny how this whole thing changed in all minute. Yo, dig it, panic. None of this is ever granted. Drowning in a nightmare, stranded.
That wasn't no little intro. That was fire.
Nah, that was fire.
It's beyond fire.
This world is filled with homicides
That's hip hop.
and rape. All the crimes of hate just stay the size and shape. You
It
can
just
walk down the
don't
block
stop.
and get slumped and knock it don't stop, y'all. And it just don't stop. Dig it. This world is filled with homicides and rape. All the crimes and hate just take the size and shape. You can walk down the block and get slumped and knock it don't stop, y'all. And it just don't stop. Dig it. I leave the microphone intrigued with my practice. This rebel sticks the system like a cactus. Avoid sadness. Who knows what is concealed under the mattress? Ruger's, losses, and grindles when my mind's in blackness. Then I act this way, the beast unleashed. Rabbis, monks, and priests always pray for peace, but it's deceased. Now only lives the true realness. Open up the mental death you're into through my palace. My thoughts contain the plus sign plus the malice. Not equating to your wonderland, so fuck Alice. My style is hostile on the external, but got plenty of love and warmth that's internal. This internal surfaces from whispers from the lower. My now like arson, now 150 years and lower. Your arch rival, they burn the cross, I burn the Bible, because I'm liable to do this when my actions screw this. But I'd rather choose to use my diction, resurrect that blind blue eye and put him through another crucifixion. Stay up in your jurisdiction. My depiction is the drama. Through these eyes, I've seen the trauma. Homicides in the sauce that was phenomenal. When I find out who banged my wine and is abdominal, never teach them to learn to burn's not comical. At time, this thing ain't logical. I got to walk around with my brain on cop, cause it can't, won't, don't stop. Dig it. This world is filled with homicides and rape. All the crimes and hate just take the size and shape. You can walk down the block and get slumped and knocked. It don't stop, y'all, and it just don't stop. Dig it. This world is filled with homicides and rape. All the crimes and hate just take the size and shape. You can walk down the block and get slumped and knocked. It don't stop, y'all, and it just don't stop.
Back to back.
My mentals inflame, your brains would drain when I let the ink drip and then pass out a pink slip. I think quick to check my methodology. My stylogy is more antique than anthropology. Between your broad legs like it's gynecology. You and your sorry ass style needs an apology. Cause an earthquake and make you shake, you need neurology. These niggas kill me acting like stars, fuck they astrology. Imagine, with my badge I snatched the pageant. Turn your city to a smash and grab it. Now it's time to burn the maggots. My message stronger than Elijah. The back slap the ass like your father. Why bother with any kappa? Lyrics I sling from my mic with cease your laughter. Mind of a bachelor to a master. When I doctor leaves you flabbergasted, ask you what's the matter, bastard. These type of riddles, man, you rather blast it. You hit the beats and jeeps over the weekend. Silence is golden, niggas get killed just for speaking. The only beacon is death when you're left wounded. Laying on the ground to meet your doom quick. I'd have been through the deserts of hell with Satan sitting waiting, contemplating and trying to get me for the taking. That's why I walk around with my brain on cock, cause it can't, won't, don't stop. Dig it. This world is filled with homicides and rape. All the crimes and hate just take the size and shape. You can walk down the block and get slumped and knocked. It don't stop, yo,
and it just don't stop. At times I feel as if I could pull a kamikaze. Illuminati rally in the Civic Center lobby. They siege the new world, shooting body volley, creating missiles. They got my child holding pistols. Knowledge and understand what make a man murder. Stand further, fuck all the swine plus the hamburger. No hallucinant, the lieutenant plus a lieutenant. Ariane, heard of that's mental. Credentials is I am a hell residential. With fire for the presidential. Eventually it's havoc in the temple. I terrorize the heavens. Bring on the renaissance with the sevens. The civilize the reverence. Reprimand the deacon, keeping them from speaking. Tell them cease the force preaching. I step like a shadow on the way to hot concrete and observe my people's in the essence every weekend. We wonder what the fucking school's teaching. Intoxicated soldiers in chaotic times reaching the dynasty of Sim. But they only resemble us when we attack. To split your back, then we extort your specimen. I put this in your system like lesser than maneuver mentally from internal medicine. I hold the fort down with Malik, symbolic to the mind of word that's Islamic. The killer forces I deposit, dealing with logic. I keep my brain on cock and don't stop.
That's raw on this joint, right?
Just push the panic button on your remote control, then into the zone where I patrol is wicked realm cold soul. Dilly boldly fulfilling the saga foretold. Who got caught upon a block for gold? Got the old heads froze. They peeping out a closed window. They not secure as they suppose. I watched it all unfold. Witness another episode with Titanic panoramic view is this manic depressing unload with this gun hold. Wild like a sun sold for cash. Guns traded for Cincy and hash. Crack for ass. Entire cruise past. Not making the news flash. Bruise past a memory of score. Knock the blast. Whatever ab transform to the war path. Pure wrath from north down to 24th and task. Games slaughter half. The niggas you acquainted with, streets tainted with camouflage. Guerrilla sabotage. My cousins Gerard was living tight, large. Got caught, then blast crashed off a board in Lombard. So many so-called hard scar. Then buried in the yard. Lick shots at Babylon. The one comfy bombard. Kids run far from traditional credit card scams. Veterans is nipped in the butt with large plans. Stick up kids is jumping out of plated Dodge Rams to jam. You and your man, it's mad drama.
This is for all of my niggas that are RIPs. You ain't messing up in life, ain't where it should be.
Dice raw.
Pass across soon, who know who's the enemy? Lots of shit has changed and it's kinda fucking to see. You remember top C, nigga think slice and dream. Go out fast for a buck, do anything for the cream. Never seen a case like this, although it's quite contagious. He even got his little brother acting all outrageous from dust to door. And from door back to dust, they do anything and everything. Try to come up, it's kinda sickening. How the cash is so fucking addicted. And when I say so now, they say that that's conflicted. And nothing but a contradiction. In this world we never call the looters for the taking and not for the giving. Then they got this one. We'll say I'ma die hustling. Fuck everybody except my brother who I'm trusted in. I guess the double just did not know the truth. Cause the following week I see threw him off the roof. And sometimes I wonder what the fuck I'm thinking about that. And nowadays kids can rap for something less than a pat. But I guess that's how it goes when there ain't no more rap. Thought he was his brother's keeper, but fuck all that. Niggas caused the mayhem from the PMs to AMs. America's worst nightmare, guns and kids' hands.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, man.
Whole other verse by Malik.
Vibes, pedo vibes.
Yo, what was that like the background vocals? Was that two women?
Yeah, Jazzy Fat Nasties.
That's the Jazzy Fat Nasties. Yes, sir. I'm glad you asked about them. They were dope.
They were dope, man.
They were dope, bro. So we're gonna start a new segment when we do these. I vote for it, and I'm gonna ask the question. The question is, did Jules listen to this when this album first came out?
It's a very good question. Very good question.
Yeah, it's funny. It's funny you say that. So, I was not a fan of the Roots prior to this album. I was aware of them.
Right.
You said it before.
Yeah, I said it before.
Prior to this album.
This is the album that made me turn the page, and I was late to this album. So I'm probably getting hit to this album late. This came out in 96, but when in 96? This was September. Okay, so September 96. So I'm probably getting into it like wintertime, because either a year later or the same year, but by wintertime. Long story short, live bands and hip hop didn't interest me. I was such a a sample guy, DJ. It was just like that shit don't interest me.
No Stetsasonic.
That was even before me. I told you I wasn't concentrating on 80s stuff at that
Jesus.
point.
Yo, Jules, man.
Yo,
At least he got into it later.
Don't music shame me.
No,
I'm not gonna
don't music shame me.
No,
I know my body.
But I want you to understand that such a connoisseur of music such as yourself and how close we all here are, it's almost like you saying you were a racist. I used to be a racist.
Music magnet.
Bad comparison. Awful comparison. Horrible comparison. Go ahead, Max. You're gonna edit this part out.
Nah, Max,
a shock.
What it was for me is this wasn't grimy enough. This wasn't it wasn't same thing we talked about with De La Soul in previous episodes.
Yeah,
like this was a little bit too leather medallion. Well, this was beyond the leather medallions at this point, but I'm saying a little too backpacky, and I was into like wearing my hoodie and my Timbs and my
absolutely. No, I know.
So you were riding with Triple C. You were riding shotgun with Triple C in the car.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't hang out with Triple C back then, but yeah, 100%. It's funny that we could have been on the same page this whole time. So shout out to the Diva Speaks. I see you. Long story short, DJ Censor, one of the early co-founders of EBR, invited me and DJ Scanless out to Boston University, where he used to go to school, to catch a Roots show with J-Ru. I was only interested in J-Ru. J-Ru was the opening act. We saw J-Ru. I'm ready to leave. They're like, we're staying. We're here. Let's watch the Roots. Whatever. Watch the Roots. Was sold. I've been a fan ever since. I've seen the Roots perform like 11 or 12 times. I am a huge Roots fan. And if you never got a chance to see them live, go see them live. I promise you. Whether it's a jam session, a collab, a short set, whatever.
Anything, bro.
Anything.
I promise you.
I wish I could say I've seen them 11 times. I haven't seen them as many times.
I've seen them perform so many times. I'm blessed.
Well, you should have known better. You had Censor and Scan with you, and they
at that time again. I'm like this band, and again, it had a lot to do with the presentation. This is Rozelle years. Shout out to Rozelle.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to Rozelle, man. Shout out to Rozelle.
Definitely remember the Roots. Rozelle was doing his thing, and I was just like, just the whole show, not just him. The whole I was like, literally, just mesmerized. Like I had no clue this could be that dope with instruments. Like I just didn't, you know what I'm saying? It just seems so like busky to me. It sounded like so. It felt, and again, they were a bus group at one point. It just didn't make sense to me.
And it's crazy, right? Just real quick, to think of the Roots back then to hip hop now, where let me not say most, but a good portion of your hip hop today is performed using a live band.
Yeah,
absolutely. Well, that's I can't tell you how many different times I've heard in the studio, yo, I want it to be mixed right, so that way it could sound the same when I ask a live band to perform it.
So
because
some of the
that's the
early years. Some of the early years. Like if you think about some of the 80s stuff that we're talking about, right? Where I said I wasn't listening. Some of that early Run DMC shit, even like you said, Stetsasonic, and then even prior to that, what you got? Sugar Hill Gang.
Well,
that wasn't a sample.
I would say the only difference is that they were using live instruments, but I would say this in the sense of just that this was the first official group dedicated. Like it wasn't just session musicians thrown together. You know what I mean?
Agreed. That's why I said I didn't care about the Roots. That's it.
So where you were looking for your sample, your sound, or your bass, your main part of your melody, main part of your song. They're creating, and that just shows how amazing that they were in hip hop. So like, off the rip, it was like, oh yeah, I'm a huge fan already, like off the rip. And then once you start to musically understand what they're doing sonically with the sounds and how it's recorded, and then you hear the songs and you see them live, you're like, yo, this is amazing, a jewel, man.
And, 100%. And just to add on real quick too, just think about this. Like, we went from the Roots to then you had like evolutions of the Roots, and what I mean by that is like the Soulquarians and different iterations of the music that was still happening, coming out of it. So
this was the OK Player years.
This was an interesting and great good time for hip hop that we saw develop into other projects later on down the road, man. So this is 96, 2000. You're hearing and seeing a upgraded version, if that makes any sense, of what this is. You know what I mean?
Do you remember? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
No, it's all good. Chat. I just want to know, chat. Were you listening to the Roots prior to this album? Again, the albums prior to this were the following. It was.
Do you want more and organics?
And organics again. So Do You Want More was definitely a Geffen release, but the organics, or From the Ground Up, actually was before that, right? From the Ground Up, yeah. From the Ground Up was indie, and organics was even before that. So again, this is the third studio album release. But again, they were already doing their thing on their own for a while. But then
I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just saying, like, this was, again, the transition point. And even for someone like me as a fan, it was kind of like, oh, like, or a person to become a fan. Like I said, it was like, okay, like, here we go. Because this was putting out joints. Even I was like, I couldn't. I think me as the classic person at that point in time, I was like, I wanted to be the party DJ. So I was skipping a lot of.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know
that makes sense.
Makes sense.
Scan was the underground head. I was like I balance. It was DJ Sensor as well. I was like, I balance out if we need some, I got all the party shit.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
Get the underground shit from him. So, but the Roots again was someone I was aware of. I liked Clones. You know, let's not forget about Clones. But then it was just like, but it's not enough for me to really look in that direction. Again, 90s, there was a lot of music coming out. We act like there wasn't. There was a lot of music coming out in the 90s, like a lot. And
there was.
Especially the mid to late 90s. You know what I mean? I mean, Scanning myself, we got involved in record pools at that point. And when we talk about, like, you know, I know it's fun and jokes when you're like, you didn't even listen to that. I was like, if you only saw, I crossed the line of industry to a certain degree, even not even being part of the industry, but just by joining a record pool from that point on. When I joined the record pool, either it was 96 or 97, right, Scan?
Yeah, 97.
From that point on, I never took in I never took in music the same way ever again. And I mean it literally. Like, I went from, I'm going to go to the record store every week after school, right? Every day, really, just record shopping. I'm getting to, here is 50 records every fucking week. 75 records. You're like, go. And you're like, what is it? A bunch of shit. Go. Like,
Jules used to come to my house, and all the trash records, he would throw them out.
I'd be like, yo,
you don't need this shit. Throw this shit out.
In the beginning, I was trying to care. I was listening to everything because that was the thing. They also want a feedback sheet. Like, you gotta each, and I'm there like, okay, and I'm like, a lot of this shit is trash because they're just taking records from people that are listening to this record pool. You know what I'm saying? But there was also mad gems. So it's like, that point, you're just getting music, and then from the record pool I ended up interning, and then getting music. It's like I never had to shop around for records after like high school, pretty much.
Thankfully, so, I held on to my KP and Envy because Jules was gonna throw that out too.
No, I'm the party guy. I would have took your KP and Envy. I probably would have thrown away your KP and Envy Buck Wild remix.
Wow.
Nah, just play. But again, the way you know, I was bombarded with music at that time. Was kind of like, again, I was a DJ. I was interested in singles and definitely party. The Roots show that I went to turned my entire way of just viewing music as a whole. Like I said, because now the live band aspect is 100% what's going on today. Chad, let me know if you liked the Roots before. Like I said, this particular album, Illadelph Halflife, this is the one that really started making a lot of noise for them. Not to say that they weren't making noise prior to, but this is the one that got them a little bit of video play, some radio play. We're going to go ahead and keep playing music. We're going to play Push Up Your Lighter, and then we're going to follow by one of the singles, What They Do. Another gem, which caused a little bit of controversy as well.
Classic. Caused
a little bit of controversy. We're going to cross that. Matter of fact, we're going to stop after What They Do. So let's go ahead and play Push Up Your Lighter. I forgot about this.
Banger.
Eats, beats, and rhymes.
What up, 2 Gans?
Eats, beats, and
I got
rhymes.
fight already.
To all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark the fire to all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark, check it out. Southeastern Pennsylvania Transportation Authority is what I'm probably on. If I ain't whipping the land throughout your section, my mind's in charm 9 times out of 10. I rhymes upon the L train within my brain. Fountains over rugged mountains of my terrain. Dig it, I came too far to front, so I'm meditating on how to maintain. Stepped off the city hall into the rain and ran into my nigga named Dame. I mean Hakeem, and we was building on how we could organize the team for this capital game. Being that we in the rap game, it's time to have it all. He said he figured the same. We realized this a plan of the cream to obtain when the predominant rap conglomerate sparked the flame. Hawk the name, the 5th from the ill power hill. At that, he dropped me off within the streets of Southfield, where niggas think the killer's living real. Shorties is getting wetted, fulfilling their fantasies to set it. We don't sweat it. By the 5th, you get beheaded. I pivot through my borough, giving pounds to the dreaded. At the lost spots, I got credit. Could run them down in alphabetical order, it's sort of pathetic. Yo, I'm living life within a labyrinth of nonsense. This is a consequence of being Philly residents, trying to get it on. The rhythm getting shitted on. The exquisite I exhibit to shine. Yo, to all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark the fire to all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark, check it out.
Eats,
I walk through this field with M&Ls. Ill die hard soldiers try to make it to rows of generals. Hard-headed rugged captains walking head on through action. Turn your zone to closed caption. I bring the skills of wizardry. Treat MCs with bigotry. So now you see the picture vividly. Seduce your brain from the temple over instrumentals. The 5th chant. You see the exhaust stock, the swift camp. Mannerism is to scan your vision. You see the light, you can't eclipse the sun. We call back the young, but still a strapper gun that shoot caps, that spook cats. A rapper's hung. Now your mic tube across from the diners where you find a loss. Niggas heart so cold they sport frost. The M, the Illadelph, the bad lieutenant kill your camp. You're now a victim of reality. My personality afflicted for 3 to 5 if convicted. Illicit because most cats will live corrupted. It ain't no pity in the center city. Niggas fucking exquisite. I exhibit the shine. Now check it out. To all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark the fire to all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark, check it out.
Inclined to rap about fat.
Bahamadia!
Never fake jack, shit is real like impacts. 456s, trends and gimmicks. Couldn't face the true hearted when I first started. But then few remember this anti-gangster bitch. Sporting new jewels, plain J styles, eternal to the naked eye. Derived from mind states of cold crush tapes and beat breaks. Seduced by means to elevate. Equates my views with the passion. Those matching this intellect identify for like minds. Intertwine one thought and unison. The exquisite I exhibit to shine.
To all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark the fire to all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up.
Yeah, push up your lighters, cat.
Beats and rhymes.
To all my peoples on the planet, stimulating the mind. All my peoples that be knowing the time. Come on and push up your light up. Up your light up. Up your light up. Before we spark the fire to all.
Not forget Raphael Sadiq.
Eats, beats, and rhymes.
I think that's him on the guitar too. Gotta confirm that.
Never do
generation, fast-paced nation, world population confront their frustration. The principles of true hip-hop have been forsaken. It's all contractual and about money making. Pretend to be cats, don't seem to know their limitation. Exact replication and false representation. You wanna be a man, then stand your own. To MC requires skills, I demand some shown. I let the frauds keep fronting and roam like a cellular phone far from home, giving crowds what they wantin'. Official hip-hop consumption, the fifth thumping, keeping your party jumping with an original something. Yo, I dedicate this to the one dimension now, no imagination, excuse for perpetration. My man came over and said, Joe, we thought we heard you. Jokes on you, you heard a biting ass true, but never do. Love and hatred, the game is ill-natured, it's nothing sacred. And yo, it's funny what I see some rap niggas do to make it. A few will blow up or go as far as they can take it. My 9 to 5 is just to hit you, get the party live. I'm Black Thought, used to rap for sport. Now the rhyme saying rent, paying life support. I take it very seriously. Within this industry, it's various crews that try to touch me, but I come with the beautiful things, and I bless the track plushly. Around the world, crowds love me from doing tours. Recipient of applause from all of you and yours. Creator of original sounds that's in the stores you take home to absorb and sweat it out your pores. Now who can stop the music running through these veins? Infinitely go against the grain. That's why my motto is to never do. Living the life of limos and lights, airplanes and trains, short days and long nights, keyboards and mics, bass chords and drum kicks. In my mental thick, they hit my head like brick as I embark on a mission. Welcome into the dark. When I first spark the arts, when the listening start, open your head wide and let the thought inside. My style fortified by all of Philadelphia. My delf more stealth than all the wicked wealth. Mentality undetectable by the naked eye. Dig, I get paid when the record is played. To put it short, I want it made like Ed. Enough said. Then after that, I'm putting on my cousin Hamed. We let the ladies blend with the dark-skinned devil bread and discover my level is that of no other. And Roots crew reign official and true while I'm continuing to never do.
Beats and rhymes.
I think,
man, oh man,
he just
good music.
Great music.
Great music.
Yeah,
over,
timeless.
Over 90 seconds. Music.
I'm not gonna front. I forgot about Push Up Your Lighter. I forgot, and it's awesome. Like I forgot about that record, and it goes without saying what they do, right? Raphael Sadiq. I heard Raphael Sadiq pretty much produced that track. I can hear it when I heard that. I can kind of hear it now. Obviously, he's on it, but
he's on the hook, right?
Yeah, that's definitely him.
Yeah,
they just sound so good together.
Yep. Love the video.
Yep.
Love the video.
Still holds true to this day.
To this day.
Well, you know that controversy. There's a little controversy behind the video. Apparently, Big, rest in peace, Big, had an issue with the video. You know what I'm saying? Because he liked Black Thought. He liked the Roots. Period. He thought the Roots were dope, and he was gonna do something with them one day. Apparently, from what he said to Black Thought, I don't think Black Thought would exaggerate. He said that he found out word of mouth that when this song and this video specifically came out, that Big had an issue with it, and they didn't understand the issue. Hindsight, he goes, "Okay, I get it now." In the video, you know, they're kind of clowning that player lifestyle, you know,
right?
But that could be about anybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Except for the scene where Black Thought is sitting at the foot of the bed with a chick in the bed behind him.
Yeah.
The way Big was sitting at the foot of his bed with Faith in the bed.
That still could have been anybody.
Oh, no.
Nah.
He said the same thing. I didn't know. He said the director told me to do this shit. Like, I'm just doing it. Like, because it looked like a stunt in that shot. He says, because it was never a shot. He was like, it was never a shot at him. It was a shot at the lifestyle.
Yeah.
And then it came back like, no, you specifically, and that was more of a director thing. The director was like, definitely like, yeah, him, right? But again, it was also a point in time, point in reference. But that video, for what it is, and those never saw it, make sure you check it out. Again, just to reflect, if those don't know who we're talking about the Roots specifically, we're talking about Illadelph Halflife, the 4.5 mic dissection of it. You know what I'm saying? The Source magazine gave this 4.5 mics years ago. We're currently about 9 tracks in, I believe.
I mean, so we're halfway through, right?
Yeah, and it's amazing.
It's amazing. I don't see. I mean, I don't see where the half mic got removed.
How could it go bad from here?
Right. So far.
I mean, there's still a whole half album. Well, here's the thing. There's still a whole half album yet to go of that potential.
Yeah, sure.
Same thing. I will be honest. Like I said, I think there was a lot of people thinking the way I was at that point in time. Again, this was the 96, 97 years where even radio was drawing that line in the sand where it was like, are you going to make us shake our ass or are you going to get played on Sunday nights? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hobo, real quick, but
no, go ahead.
Could it also possibly be that someone was offended by this music video and this record once they saw the video?
Right.
I mean,
we know someone in the music industry has a history of doing things to those who he feels have offended him.
You'll be told, but this record never got New York. But the Roots, look, in all honesty, the Roots, period. Not saying they never have, but they've never been big on radio. They've never had radio hits. That's never been their thing. They're, again, the Grateful Dead of this shit. They tour relentlessly. Now they're on a TV show that gives them a sort of home-based situation, and they just churn out albums now, which is awesome. But they don't need to put out albums. You feel me? It's like, it's not something that, it's not, I love them, but I'm not really checking for new Roots music unless it's somewhat like really brought to specifically to my attention. I'd rather a more Black Thought solo project, which sounds weird, right? Because it's like almost
I'm definitely checking for new Roots music, man. Anything that Black Thought,
don't get me wrong. I am as well.
Checking for heavy.
I am as well. Don't get me wrong.
But Jules, but the way you said that, you mean to tell me if you saw something that said the Roots, you're not just gonna automatically check it? You have to.
Well, I'm not saying I'm not checking it. I'm not pushed to go want to listen to that immediately because I know what it is. Again, see the thing with the Roots projects, right now that everybody's peep game. I got a little method to my madness. Everybody's gotten a chance to grow since this particular kind of project, right? I would say after things fall apart is when everybody started to sort of. I mean, the band was breaking up. Hub wasn't there anymore. Like there was just thing. Rozelle wasn't there anymore. Malik B wasn't there anymore. New members are coming in and out of the group. They started to change their sound a little bit, and I've come to expect from Roots projects these days a nice concept of an album that's going to be very musical and not so b-boy hip hop boom bap. I don't expect that for them anymore. Around this era, I was impressed that they could play instruments and sound so boom bap. That was kind of the niche for it for me. But as far as the continuation of their growth, so then you got someone like Thought who could do solo projects, and he's had solo projects, and I get that b-boy stance from him in the sense that's not so musical. I like when he sings with the Roots, like literally sings. I like that. But I also like when he does his hip hop shit where it's gonna be just him and like, what was it, Danger Mouse? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like this project. And again,
you know what?
He's coming out with another one.
DJ B Sharp asked a very good question. Why does it have to be boom bap to be valid?
I'm only talking about the time and place. This is 96. I feel differently.
I know you said now you wouldn't check for them because they don't do boom bap.
No, they don't.
You did.
I did.
You did say that.
I did. I've said that. I'm just saying I'm not running to go listen to it because I know
the question is. But the question
I know it's going to be
why
more
does it have to be boom bap for it to be validated?
You see,
go check for it.
Jules
I didn't say
even,
that. That part I didn't say. No, I did not.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Jules didn't even realize that he put his foot in his mouth. You know what I mean? Because I could understand you saying I don't run to check their music now because it's different. Musicians.
I never said I don't want to check their music now. I said I'm not running to go check their music immediately.
That's what you're not running to check their music immediately because of the different musicians. So it's not the same sound.
No, that was just a scope into what the history is. When you listen to Roots music now, it's not this style of early music, and I like this era of them as far as the band is concerned. Their new stuff I still like as well, but
oh my gosh. Anyway,
this show is the opportunity for you to have a fucking voice on a feeling. I'm just giving you my feeling. Like
I feel you.
But I'm not shaming you for feeling why you like it so much, hobo? What the fuck? Why you liking it? Like I'm not doing that. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like this is the way I absorb music at the time. I like it now. I like it now.
Swift Arms corrected you as well that Hub didn't leave until 2 albums later.
But I said later on. I said later on. I said after things fall apart is when the band starts to change. Even Scott Storch is going. Like I said, everything starts to change after things fall apart. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But it's still my feeling. Fuck y'all.
Yeah.
I can feel that way.
We also ran a voting booth, and the majority of the people disagree with you, Jules DJ. That they said that the root that Do You Want More was when they knew that the Roots were it. Not Illadelph Halflife.
First of all, 80%. I said this is when I started giving a shit. When does my statement stand as like
you often say I would beseech you to go back and listen to what you say. Oftentimes you say people didn't start checking for the Roots until this album. We didn't start checking for the Roots until this album.
I'm pretty sure I said I. I'm pretty sure I said I. I'm only speaking about me.
Jules,
bro.
You heard it as we.
Max, run it back. I know.
Yeah,
Max,
run that back.
Let's run it back.
Run it back. Let's prove Jules wrong.
You can run it back. But I meant me. Okay, myself.
Oh, now look, that's spoken like a true politician right there. Oh, what I meant to say was.
He says some outlandish shit sometimes,
bro.
Man.
Sketchy, dog. Sketchy, bro.
Listen, it's not easy. It's not easy, being the head of the table. I know. Listen.
See, that's the thing. That's the thing.
No, you've had a chance. Can I speak? Can I rebuttal?
You say you're the head of the table, like you speak for all of EBR, and
not at all. Listen, again, this is just another classic example of what I'm saying, of my sons being mad when they see I get the big.
See, here we go.
Here we go. Piece of chicken. They're like, what the fuck? Why does he get the big piece of chicken?
That shit is dumb. That shit is dumb. D-U-M-B. Dumb. I'll say it like a Queens. I'll say it like a Queens dude. D-U-M. Dumb. Shit is dumb.
I wouldn't have spelled it any other way.
I know. That's why I spelled it in your language.
I still don't even know. Is there another way? Like, what do you mean? Spell
D-U-M-B is spelled Oh my God.
Streets have spoken. Dad, if you feel the same, type it in the chat. Listen, let's keep playing more music.
Mr. September said, get you an orange shirt.
I got a little orange in here. You know what I mean? We're gonna we're at the halfway point pretty much. We got to a skit that's called Quest versus Scratch, the token DJ cut. I think I remember this one pretty well. Again, you have a no DJ involvement here, by the way. So check this out.
Big up to Swift Arms. What up?
Swift Arm in the building. What up? Shout out to Swift Arms. I didn't say what's up to you. Peace, God. And let's go ahead and introduce this one. And then we're gonna follow this one up, obviously, with the Concerto of the Desperado. Y'all remember that. This is, again, one of the singles off the album as well. Video, if I'm not mistaken. It used to get played on BET, I remember. So we could do that. And then, let's just follow that right up with the third single, actually the first single off the album, but the third one we're playing right now, which would be Clones, featuring Dice Raw and Mars, M-A-R-S. A lot of good songs back to back here. So we're gonna go ahead and let that rock. Let this little 3 clip go, and then talk about it when we get back. Let's go.
You don't need for cold.
Eats, beats, and rhymes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Listen, everybody. Listen, everybody. We got the drop this at the 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 where you at? No, where you
Fire.
Beats and rhymes.
The concerto of a desperado. ROOTS, check the flow. If you don't like I know, then you know the motto. That's on the floor, shit got to go. Yo. In the glow of the moon, over the melancholy metro. My poetry is set like a UFO. The maestro deliver this concerto. My physical play the role of a vessel. The level of my leverage law manifesto. My thoughts wrestle and attack with the killer instincts of a gorilla stronger than Samson. Without the lilla, my soliloquy profess my ability to just stimulate you like the best. Since a Miller, the half-life, the Illadelph no filler proceed. Hither is my death flower, blow your tower to smither. Greens the fiends catch another rhyme river deeper than the meditation of a Hindu worshipper, unorthodox hip-hop minister. Then a 7-get cheater, my thoughts swifter. You lose your balance when the sound hits you. So check for the 5th militia. A poet's under pressure, stressing that you get the picture. Even if it mean you gotta hang over the banister. I pull a microphone on any pistol brandisher and take advantage of you cause you amateur. Styles gunning down your sound man and manager. What? This how we do it in the year of 9-6 with this deliberate attack on pointless rap shit. Breaking MCs down to fraction. Tell your squadron, it's time to go to war. Respawn, react. The concerto of the desperado. ROOTS, check the flow. If you don't like I know, then you know the motto. And that's the fake shit, got to go. Hey yo, it's the concerto of the desperado. ROOTS, check the flow. If you don't like I know, then you know the motto. That's on the floor, shit, got to go. Check it. The Emperor, the universe explorer. Treat MCs like the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah. Leaving these niggas open like the box of Pandora with styles that's newer than the world order. Approximately 3/4 of y'all of water. I straight the portrait, then orchestrate your torture with roots and culture. The pilgrimage to the line of scrimmage up against your image. But life is a heist and the strong get a percentage. It still is a war, and within it, I'm the lieutenant that surrounds you like a peninsula to snatch the pennant. You fold like Japan's futons and fans, while I design a plan to make a rapper step like a pedestrian. I crush a mountain into grains of sand. Your pain stains the hand that held the mic inserted to the stand. The desperado that refused to follow. The fifth aficionado break you up into parts like vibrato. I'm vital like the dark of the night. Niggas the sweet and sound silly when they talk on the mic. They use the simple back and forth the same old rhythm is plain. I'd rather ultra magnetize your brain. It's the hip hop purist that leave you lost like a tourist inside the chorus. Niggas is bringing nothing for us as we breaking them down to fraction. Tell your squadron it's time to go to war. Respawn, react. The concerto of the desperado. ROOTS, check the flow. If you don't like I know, then
then you know the motto. And that the fake shit got to go. Yo, it's the concerto of the desperado. ROOTS, check the flow. If you don't like I know, then you know the motto. It's all the floor shit got to go. Yeah.
What the fuck? To the clones, bless the dome, Logan Val, you know my style, boss, co-op, all the way. First of all, let's talk about these ill capers and fly ass frontin' that now caught vapors. Niggas run up on you with guns, snatch your papers. Outline body chart is how they would scrape ya from off the pavement. I hate getting locked up cause that upstate bus reminds me of the slave ships. What's in the Bible never saved shit. I guess that's why every juvenile is in the same predicament. You wanna slay crack, old text, and do the concept. You can't make loot when your moms are smoking up the product. I try to tell ya, don't let these streets fucking fail ya. The way niggas be getting clapped, the shit'll fucking scare ya. But in the dark, we ran wild, so we killing them. Niggas scared, can't stand still, like fucking helium. Fake niggas, they don't go platinum, they go aluminum. Got them clone the fuck up, son, that's why we losing them. I'm looking at this thing as longevity, so make a big play. But then it might be a mistake, cause if I get sent to DC, I'm sending dice to DE with 3 P's, so when I get out, he can see me for real. Cause the streets is filled with snakes and rats. The snake will be that, and that rat will be that cool cat. What's rolling pockets, we gon' take it back home. Master of law, rule savior, never clone. Yo, I use the mic to slap you in your face and erase your taste. Disgrace your gate, put your title to waste. Dominant lyrical grace from a place called Wow, Illadelph Halflife. That's the residency, consistent currency. My pockets never empty. Some cats believe they MC, but we know they all fraud. Do a show in Philly, niggas wouldn't applaud. Nobody know your record nor who you open it for. Could tell your squad's artificial while approaching the door. So you should prepare for lyrical terror that's pure. Step up to the reservoir of the soul proprietor style Messiah or the Kaya Lord down with dice raw. The matador shorty connoisseur stomping whatever you build to the floor. Similar to that of a dinosaur. I told you I'm the rap predator. You insist to imitate what for? Superstar niggas is 10% real, 90% invented for a fucking record deal. Coming with something veterans can't feel. I hit you like a steel anvil because you grafted off the next man's skill. But still I remain mellow, seeing the theatrics of Othello, but know the tactics of the PLO. VCLO-NES fest. The phony S cats is felonious. Word.
This Dice Raw coming up right here.
The juvenile lyricist, corner store terrorist, block trooper, connoisseur of fine cannabis. Flows never weak, blow up the spot like plastique. Leave a nigga shook to the point he won't speak. Never half-ass, always live and direct. On private parts, more the panty and broad sex. Red lights, I had to black out when fake niggas act out or step out of place. They get slapped in their face. All y'all niggas is fake, trying to emulate my style. A grown man in this game, to me you're a child. I trained black MCs in camps like ex-Marines. Why the fuck you think you went home and had bad dreams of horrifying things that your ass never seen before? You travel through the realm of dice roll. My clothes like guns blown with chrome microphones. It's not your fault, black, it's the fact. You wasn't shown your computers like a smurf. A natural is not from this earth. Represent what I've been like, this is birth. And I won't be the last, but I definitely was the first. Dice raw, big call, Logan Val, so jaw.
Last but not least, R.I.P. Malik B.
Don't come across that line to pay your costs. Knuckle games and hammer cock, they nothing sweet or soft. Win, lose, the draw to the jaw, take one. Deranged lyrical launcher on station. No conversation is needed, my task completed. Read a nigga up and down in the cut where I'm seated. Snatch you from your cloud of cannabis, you ignoramuses. Your leg on your lap when I attack your glamorous lifestyle. I bang your head up with the right foul. My character a product of this 215 tribe style. I breeze through areas, niggas with fear to walking. Balance the talking. That galactic style is of a walking. You start track ass with winkle. Spill these words that form into a sprinkle. Cap your broad up, then they name a twinkle. My insight would crack the windpipe of y'all niggas. Whether small, middle size, to tall niggas. Just sign your name next when I start the X. Giving out flesh pains to death to fuck a rain check. The insane vet, whether you circulate, making your blood rush. Your pulse now at a higher rate.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Bars on bars on bars on bars on bars on bars.
Yo, if you're a rapper, you can't rhyme to clones.
Yo,
Clones is definitely an instrumental that was rapped on for a while.
I was just about to say, man. Shout out to DJ Phantom and Street FM. Shout out to DJ 151. Shout out to Key. Shout out to Stitches and the 631s and the Mickey Knox and the Clones record. The Clones instrumental, I feel like, is like a part in hip hop that is just like it's like a vein that runs in every real true hip hop head. Like you don't really say it, but like soon as you hear Clones, you would see like boom, like okay, I know what you want. Like it's just something different about this record, and that's why when you asked the question before, like oh okay, we're halfway through. This is 4.5, right? Yeah. So we're starting to get on the back end, and it's like wait, where the fuck. Where the fuck, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, where are we going wrong at as we're continuing on from the first dope half of the fucking album?
Again, this is the Bad Boy era. Bad Boy era is starting to really rise at this point. Party records are starting to rise at this point. Like I said, there was definitely a space for this as well. But even like I said, I think a lot of people were thinking like I was at the time, which was pretty ignorant, right? Which was like, I want to party. The conscious shit is cool. This is like I said, that fine line was being drawn of backpack and non-backpack. You know what I'm saying? And this was definitely a backpack sort of situation. Again, a fucking classic album. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Kilo Saunders, who apparently produced Clones. Again, this is their incorporation of, bringing other people in there, using samples. They were asking in the chat who was the first guy. His name is Mars, apparently. Mars Co-op is what it says on Genius. I never heard of the Co-op part. I've definitely seen his name Mars before, but whatever. Mars Co-op killed that shit. He sets that shit off. I mean, his is the one the most recognizable to me, obviously, because he's the first verse most of the time. Well, every single time. But the attack mode that he probably set off, if they go in this order, because it's 96, I assume you go in, you record, next person goes in, records, next person goes in. If he was the first, there was definitely a bar set.
He set the tone.
You have to. You have to. You have to. It's extremely important, and that's why I think that instrumental specifically was used by so many different other rappers as a freestyle, because everybody did exactly what the fuck they were supposed to do on that record, and it left you wanting to hear more. There's not anything overly crazy done with the production, but because everything was in pocket just right, how it's supposed to be hip hop, you're like, yo, everybody's like inspired to kill that beat the same way that they did.
Yep.
But the production was just so crazy on that joint, man. I think, and just the way that the drum roll started before the next verse. I mean, you have to go in after that, man. You can't have a drum roll like that and then come in with something that's subpar or that lacks energy at that point, because that drum roll just brings you in so heavy.
You love a dope breakdown. You love a dope breakdown.
That little bridge is everything though. That
right.
Yeah.
That shit is fire. The two tracks were again that we just played. Well, first we played Scratch versus Questlove. Very cool. It doesn't. I don't know if that really holds up in terms of weight. I'm not dissing it. It was more like you have to be there to see that kind of situation versus like listening to it like on a record. Definitely a cool concept. In the time, it was definitely a much iller concept. Today, it's very
but they've always done something like that on at least while Rozelle was prominent. Air quotes.
Well, this was Scratch. This wasn't even Rozelle. I mean, it sounds so much like Rozelle to me. I got to be honest.
But what are you talking about, bro? It's on the album for people to let their imagination to be like, oh my god, I can't believe that's the whole entire point of it.
Well, that's the thing. Like cool most people, some people probably think it's a real DJ for you. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's the point.
No, the point is like, look at the manipulation I could do with my mouth. Pause on a beatbox level. You know what I'm saying? That's something.
Yes. That people think that it's a real. That people think it's a yes.
Okay.
No.
Kind of misses the point.
I mean, yeah. I didn't appreciate.
There's no DJ. Ta-da!
I didn't appreciate. So then, you know what? Let me say it like this. I didn't appreciate the fact that you said it was ill then and it's cool now. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, agreed.
Okay, I mean, I'm just saying, I just don't know if it translates that ill nowadays. I think back then, like I said, definitely, like
People still beatbox, right? You know that,
yeah,
right?
yeah, absolutely. Listen, I'm very familiar with the beatbox community. You know what I'm saying? Very, very
And
active.
it's, so you don't think that translates? It's not still dope?
I think it's dope. I just don't think it for me, it's not.
There it is.
Yeah. There it is.
I said for me.
Yeah, I know.
I didn't say the people don't like it. I said for me, it didn't age that well.
And what you bear to understand, Jules, is that the more that we find out about your racist views on
we gotta stop. I want that word bleeped out every time.
That's why I said production.
Oh, no, you can let production be said. It's fine. I don't care about no production.
But just your views and opinions sometimes about music for as in depth and as knowledgeable as I thought that you were. Just like to hear some of the things that you say sometimes.
I'm not gonna be honest with you. I just want to go ahead and say I'm not feeling the hobo Ike Infamous comparing me like to finding out your friend's a Trump supporter. Like he's my man. I found out he's
musical manga is crazy.
I don't appreciate the vibe. That's the vibe you giving me right now. I don't like that. I don't support that man. But you making it seem like you support him.
I don't know, Jules.
I think he voted Trump.
The music tiki torches? Is that what's happening right now?
You're scared. I'm scared. I think they think I vote for Donald Trump. You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
My God.
Stop hip-hop treating me this way.
Let me find out
hip-hop treating me this way. I'm allowed to feel the way I want to.
Jules is on the back of that boat, man. Nah, but I'm not even saying that. It's just sometimes, man, every show, I'm like, holy shit. When I thought
say some shit.
Just when I thought that there was, and shout out to my brother DJ Hobo.
I'm trying to get the people riled up. I'm trying to get them excited. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I want passion in the chat. You know what I'm saying?
DJ B Sharp said you're a boom bap supremacist.
You see, you understand what I'm saying. Shout out to B Sharp,
tomato. You know what I'm saying?
Supremacist
a bit strong. Snob, I'll take. You know what I'm saying?
Snob, okay.
I'll take boom bap snob. You know what I'm saying?
I'll give you a boom bap snob.
Supremacist a bit strong. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you know what? Because I love you, my brother. Jules is my brother, man. I love you. So I'll say boom bap snob. Supremacist is a bit strong, but shout out to B Sharp because he was on the right page.
We played 2 singles. So there's 3 singles off the project and B-sides, obviously. But the 3 singles we've gotten through so far, 2 of them back to back right now, which were the Concerto of the Desperado, Fire Song, Fire Video. That was the second song that was released from this album, I should say. And actually, was it what they do is third or last? Let me see. It looks like in terms of order, yeah, what they do is last. So again, Clones was being worked in summer of '96. Then the album was released in September '96. So they worked it about a few months prior to. Then what they do getting worked into the fourth quarter, in November 19th of 1996. So there is the rollout for Illadelph Halflife. Again, Geffen Records, definitely a good home for them at the time. They were a bit of a boutique label, if that makes any sense, even though they got so many hits under their umbrella. But in terms of giving a group like The Roots and thinking about the other albums that you've heard from Geffen Records as well at the time, they gave a lot of people chances. That again, and again, at one point it was Geffen A&M, so don't forget that, man.
Yeah.
So again, there was a lot of records and albums and artists that fell under both those umbrellas. That again, they gave kind of chances to, and this is a prime example of one right here. So the Roots went on to have a great career with Geffen. This was, I believe, their first release. Their second release on the Geffen. Pardon me. And then things fall apart afterwards, which again led to a Grammy nomination and win. So the Roots were definitely doing their thing. And again, they were collecting their fan base here in the States at this point in time because their fan base overseas was, at a all-time high. They were doing their thing over there. They moved out to London, toured Europe, because once you live one place in Europe, you can tour all of the continent and still, be...
Isn't it always like that?
Say again?
You always get overseas love more than your hometown, your home state.
Well, I think for them, I think again, it was the concept that we all know that Europe loves, again, hip hop, right? And at that point in time, they were sort of new, right? The fact that it was a hip hop band. It's not not the inception of it, but just not the most common thing. And again, you got someone like Black Thought, Malik B, whether it's Scratch or Rozelle, like, fronting the band, if you will, they'll eat that shit up because they just eat, breathe, and shit hip hop. It sounds weird that they do that, right? But they do. And just imagine the Roots being young, this age, just being out there dominating Europe, just being like that. Again, if you've never been to Roots, that's what I'm talking about. Maybe I'm saying it too nonchalant. If you've never been to Roots show, you know what the fuck I'm talking about. Even if you're a fan of the albums and the videos and whatever catalog, or if you've never been to a Roots show, specifically the Roots though, bruh. It's an experience. It's straight up. Like I said,
So dope.
Hip hop Grateful Dead to me. Like they are forever a band that needs to be on tour at all times. They never do the same show twice. It's always different. Your favorite song is not going to be played the way you think it is, but you won't leave disappointed. Like it's just an experience. Whew. Speaking of which, let's keep playing more of the album. Again, we're dissecting Illadelph Halflife by The Roots, 1996 release. Source Magazine gave it 4.5 mics. We're here to find out why. Universe at War is the next song we're going to play, featuring Common. We all know Black Thought and Common. It's a lethal combination. No Alibi. And we might just finish it off with a skit called Dave vs. Us. Let's go.
You and I verse at war.
When you and I verse
at war, motherfucker. We gon' do this Chi-Town style, Illadelph. You know how we get down, you know the business. Bringing it straight to your chest. Yes, sir. Yeah, break it down, 1, 2.
When you and I verse at war, and you brought to court for what you're going to for. Stepping up into a zone you should never explore. The next step was level of your whole concept tour. When you and I verse at war, and you brought to court for what you thought to call. Stepping up into a zone you should never explore. The next step was level of your whole concept tour.
Get on the mic talking about cars and clothes. Sounding like hoes. Ain't been exposed to the foes, the most disciples. I'm from the state that is ill. The rap son of man rotated down the field to say what I feel. Get it off my bird chest. My word becomes flesh war. Going on between the west and the east of the land. Niggas don't own a piece. Grease is the word. Murray slides some pimp oil to me. My lady friend sneaks my beer in the movie. Throw your hands in the air if you the true and living. Beware the new world order, the devil's new religion. Sent my homie to the number 2 division. Selling bootleg movies, got my VCR on the Uve Smooth BF at Tuesdays, drinking tropical itches, sitting at a table with sophisticated bitches. Nah, that ain't nothing I would call my mother, nor do I call every nigga my brother. Gotta have Black Thought and sorta be like Malik, so don't question a brother to the roots I get deep.
Into the last era, your scholarship into the world of politics and mascara. We operate within this artificial opera. I bring hip hop terror like the Fuhrer, the Ace Ventura into the horror. Laboratory labora, venture beyond the border. I'll structure a style, destroy your whole aura. Plus your adrenaline arise before your eyes, immortalize my image in the skies. Deceive the devil in disguise. My music I parenthesize, represent the wise. Through this BI we enterprise, get no compromise. I'm thinking fast like Rama. Don, I wear your mind away like Alzheimer. I pull a mic about my mama, big up to Bahama. DAO this year we leaving them in trauma. Then after me, I plan to leave behind the legacy or history of the family. The 5th dynasty for humanity to bear witness to this. Thou, syllable, stylist.
You know the time came when you and I verse at war, and you brought to court for what you thought to call. Stepping up into a zone you should never explore. The next step was level of your whole concept tour. When you and I verse at war, and you brought to court for what you thought to call. Stepping up into a zone you should never explore. The next step was level of your whole concept tour.
Yo, the general flows kids compose on tablet, expose how they was average and they thoughts not rapid. Here comes a hot package through your block like traffic. The rock was type graphic, now watch the mic blasting. Shooting at the stars with emphatic rap. Static, see the mirror shatter from thoughts. I'm busting back at it. The lieutenant, the elephant, sipping automatic mic, ripping Asiatic architects out the havoc. The turn of the century. century. The planet's like a penitentiary, exaggerated. Niggas that's living highly medicated. I used to love her, now she violated. Hip-hop holocaust in camps, old champs are concentrated. They outdated and incarcerated, loved and appreciated, hated and very debated. For every career created, one's eliminated. And that's the way the balance of yin and yang's related for real.
Divine. Niggas swing on in a safari. Wild niggas like Haha and Watari. Some let the block their mind if they can see what I see. Get out the city for a sec, be at the places I be. Hey, I'ma be back on the deck, opening businesses and places for you to cash your check. My neck of the woods ain't all good, ain't all bad. You can live in the burbs and still get had. The sad part about it, niggas, that house is on the lake. They tryna move us out, the land we ain't appreciate. For peace we skate, crackers we roll a blade on hate. Call each other cuz of how we relate. I seen way turn into Cadillacs with dope man plates. Through the wind and blow ups, it's how niggas communicate. Harmonizing through beepers and reefer. The city got my peoples in a sleeper. Talk is getting cheaper.
When you and I verse at war, and you bring to court for what you thought you called. Stepping up into a zone you should never explore. The next step, or level of your whole concept talk. When you and I verse at war, and you bring to court for what you thought you called. Stepping up into a zone you should never explore. The next step, or level of your whole concept talk. When you and I verse at war, and you bring to court for what you thought you called. Stepping up into a zone you should never explore. The next step, or level of your whole concept talk.
1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Check it. Yeah. If you seen it or heard it, maybe probably I did it. Maybe or maybe not, I admit when I committed. Exhibit the truth because I'm living proof wise. I had no disguise, time to vocalize. Dig it. You look through the window, tell me what you see. The Illadelph School of Philosophy. When niggas get dealt with mental velocity, connect my sentences and thoughts like apostrophes. You represent hypocrisy, it ain't no stopping me until I fulfill my term of my prophecy. My attitude is scarred by this inner city urban. Illadelph stress on my brain just like a turban. Who get grazed by the bullet? Triggers who quick to pull it. The anti-bullshitter, Islamic extortioner. You're the forfeiter, unfortunately. Niggas who wanna jip me, I cause humidity, so come and get me. I'm simply the cat to lay back, I chill and watch you. The silent ninja, intend to injure, now I got you. Sanity was lost, so now I found insane. I'm thinking streets to jeeps, hours, days to weeks. I even speak to geeks, I hope my fortune is sweet. I'm discreet in the street, but that's just the way I play though. I lay low, but over your head just like a halo. Hell's angel, these thoughts you cannot untangle. When I drop jewels, niggas they wear it like a bangle. Check it out one time for your mind like that. If you seen it or heard it, maybe probably I did it. Maybe or maybe not, I admit what I committed. Exhibit the truth because I'm living proof wise. I had no disguise, my verdict's no alibis. If you seen it or heard it, maybe probably I did it. Maybe or maybe not, I admit what I committed. Exhibit the truth cause I'm living proof wise. I had no disguise, no verdicts, no alibis. Dig it, look into the window, tell me what you see. Lieutenant University of Philosophy. When you're not possibly escaping what I'm meditating. A shackle of thought, tackle you while I'm educating. Your dome resonating from inhalation of darkness as I spark the smart shit for which you're waiting. Situating me at the top of the pile. Wild Delaware, Val, Pennsylvania, subterranean style. Step up into my crevice and taste the medicine of the champagne. King like Evelyn, leaving your level in sabotage. It's all camouflage like the devil in guns. And coke peddling Olympic medal and flashback. That overwar veteran blast at the programmer bringing lashes cross your back. Awesome accuracy of a brainwash. Bosnian troop that swoop down through your roof without sound. On a lyrical nat, turn a mission. Reacting off of intuition. Continuously alert, no intermission. If your ears hurt, you shouldn't listen. That mean you artificial in my style. I poison your brain tissue. Getting maimed and crippled once the gamma rays hit you. My grain's habitual and I should never go against the ritual I've been mastering ever since I was among the flavor youth. Remain sharper than a saber tooth. My deliverance is self-evidence. Vital lyrical science. Now, see if you seen it or heard it, maybe probably I did it. Maybe or maybe not, I'll admit what I committed. Exhibit the truth, cause I'm living proof wise. I had no disguise, no verdicts, no alibi. If you seen it or heard it, maybe probably I did it. Maybe or maybe not, I admit what I committed. Exhibit the truth, because I'm living proof wise. I had no disguise, time to vocalize. Who knows what you snorted, or who support what you recorded. But don't get it distorted in this orbit you're reported. This authentic sort of shit's imported, exported. Styles that get sported, my paragraphs aortic will hold. The illest melly lock you in a chokehold. Illadelph epilogue, top league, plush plus in vogue. Slice tongues from your area code. Student of life that's on the rugged exterior mode. Blind a devil with the bold black and gold shine. I walk the thin line and hold mine. Let the people respond. It's mine, detect mine. Swine decline, let the power refine. Build like it's 1999. In this day and time, the reptilian roam the sextillion ton. Your Armageddon Guan come from the sun. Untouchable cuts to sun. Clutchable for some to overstand. So y'all sit back and wonder, damn. I like to take this time to tell you who I am. Original man, Black Thought, aka Lieutenant. Malik B, be the militant. Known to vanish in the atmosphere. We up there like word life. If you seen it or heard it, maybe probably I did it. Maybe or maybe not. I admit what I committed. Exhibit the truth because I'm living proof wise. I had no disguise and no alibi. So if you seen it or heard it, maybe probably I did it. Maybe or maybe not. I admit what I committed. Exhibit the truth because I'm living proof wise. I had no disguise, time to vocalize. We got no alibi.
Doing the rest. Gonna take it home, Dave. You and Leroy gonna take it home. Here we go. Kick it off, Leroy.
That was cool. Yes, sir.
I miss this sound, man. I miss it. I miss it. I miss it.
Shout out to the chat. I see them agreeing with you on that.
You're on mute, Scan.
Scan.
My bad. No, I was about to say this whole album is it's just been a vibe, man. It's just been a real vibe. Just kind of just zoning out to like 96 and just thinking how life in the world was just a little bit simpler.
Word,
no internet, no BBLs, none of that.
None of that.
No BBLs.
None of that, bro.
This gas was $1.05.
Back when cheesecake was good enough, son. When
Right.
Cheesecake Factory was good enough.
That was fine dining.
Fine dining, bro.
This album comes in at an hour 20. You heard? This album comes in at an hour 20. And
yes,
what Scan was saying earlier, like this was a perfect, just throw on your headphones, you know what I'm saying? If you had a cassette, which I probably, I had the cassette.
Let it rock, man.
Just let it rock. That's it.
Shout out to Swift Arms too. He just basically said this album was mixed by Bob Power also.
That makes a big
which makes a big deal.
Big deal. That's probably why it was so like and literally we just said listening on some headphones, so they made sure it sounded right.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. Total vibe, man. Life was simple. You can pull a Mr. Cheeks, get her two francs and a drink, you know what I mean? Keep it moving, you know what I mean? You can't do none of that.
What you mean? The train is this way. The train is this way.
The train, she went on black truck Uber.
Word, son. You not picking me up in the Uber? We can't talk. We can't talk.
Why we need an Uber for? What you mean? How we gonna get to the crab boil spot? Like
the crab boil. Nah, man, you can't take a girl to the crab boil. They're not doing that. You gotta take a girl
they try to do that.
Yeah, bro. As soon as you hear crab boil, that should be like a red flag. Like, I know where this is going.
Yo, B Sharp said in '96 he didn't even have a cell phone. I'm like, word, neither did I.
Yeah, beeper, bro.
Beeper, probably, yeah. Beeper, yes.
Beeper,
I definitely had a beeper.
Or early cell phones where you wasn't texting, you wasn't nothing. You was waiting until 9 p.m.
Yeah.
In 96, I did have a cell phone, but that's just because my dad worked at Ericsson.
I think I got my first cell phone in 98 or 99. I want to say 99.
Was always studying on us.
Nah, man, not at all. Not at all.
Ferris Hobo Bueller.
Hobo's the coolest, man. I hope he's all right. This was an era in time, like I said, where record stores were prevalent, and I'm not talking about like a DJ kind of record store. This is when you had your Sam Goodies, you know what I'm saying? Probably your FYEs as
Sam Goody,
well.
FYE, The Wiz,
Tower
Your
Records,
Wiz, your Tower Records,
Tower,
your Virgin Records,
yeah, Virgin. Yep.
You can get lost for a little while.
Yeah.
And again, you weren't even a DJ.
It was an experience, so that's the thing. I mentioned, I think I mentioned it before. You a consumer, but it's an experience to go looking for your music. Like you went out, you went to the store, you planned to be there for a while because you wanted to consume your music.
Yeah,
that was my library.
Right.
That's true. Everything you're saying is true, and there's a whole rebuttal of like, well, now it's just easier to get on your phone and you know, sort of free to a certain degree because you're paying a monthly fee or whatever. But the experience is true. It's not there. It's like if even if you were a functioning adult working, you'd be like, I'm either gonna go on my lunch break to the record store, or after work, I'm going to the record store to pick up the brand new.
Right.
And again, I missed out.
Even back then, you had to like to your point that you've made, Jules, a couple of times when we talked about you know, you had to make a choice back then. Yeah. You had to choose what album you were going to buy because you couldn't buy them all.
Yep.
I know I couldn't in 96, 97.
Come on, Ferris Hobo. You sure about that?
well, 97 maybe I was working. But
but he's right though. He's right.
Yeah, of course.
No, he's right. Even if you're a one album person a week kind of
for sure.
Still, there was a lot of music coming out. You know what I'm saying? A lot.
Yeah, man, you had to make choices.
You had to make horrible choices.
And I wasn't ready to commit to albums back then. I was, like I said, I was a singles guy. So you'd catch me by the singles. If it was like a record store like that, you catch me by the singles early on in '96 anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'd be on my lunch break. You know what I'm saying? Just kind of hitting the record store. Just, you know, let me just see what's up in here real quick. Just looking for
Mr.
something.
September brought up a good point, man. You know, he was asking. He asked if Helter Skelter Dirt came out in '96, but it didn't. But Nocturnal did. And
right.
Nocturnal had me for a minute. So you know, just a lot of joints, man, came out in '96. I'm not gonna run them down, but you can Google it and look it up, and you can see kind of what I was talking about. Like you had to make a choice, man.
You had to make a choice, yeah.
That's fine.
Well, that's when you was definitely like, nah, my man got me on the tape.
That's right.
All right.
That's when you hit your man and be like, look, I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah.
You buy this.
Yep.
And we'll dub for each other.
Straight up.
Hook it up.
Straight up.
Idea.
Yep.
Definitely a good idea. Let's keep playing more music. Got a few more to go here. We're at track 15. 5 more tracks to go. One of them is an outro. So technically maybe like another 4 tracks technically.
Before you start that No Alibi, I think Tribe would have been nice on that too.
Ooh, as far as like a feature or something like that? No Alibi is fire. So again, they were happy. So they went by the Grand Niggas, and I hope I'm not offending anybody, but that's is NEGAZ.
What you say?
Yo, save that. That's a drop right there. Save that. Clip that. Max, clip that. That's a drop right there.
When you look up the title, it says that it's The Roots pretty much, which is basically it was Black Thought and Questlove specifically. So
that was their version of Uma.
Well, it's to a certain degree, kind of, right? So they're featured all over it, as well as, like I said, Kilo, who did the production on Clones, for example. Then you also had Raphael Sadiq producing on here. You had specific Questlove songs that were produced on here, you know, where it's him by himself. Chaos, apparently, produced that Common and Black Thought back and forth. And we're slowly coming up to the songs that we're going to play right now as we wrap it up. We're going to start with No Great Pretender by these guys again, the Grand Niggas, and the Hypnotic featuring D'Angelo, rest in peace. This one's interesting because it's got a production credit from Slim Kid from the Far Side and LAJ, who does a lot of production remixes for the Far Side. So we got that coming up. We got Ital, yes sir. Ital, the Universal Side featuring Q-Tip. This one's got co-production credit by the Uma, so we know we got some Dylan involvement here, most likely. And then we will just probably wrap up the next 4 songs, all back to back to back.
No doubt.
One Shine featuring Joshua Redman.
That name sounds familiar though.
He's a jazz musician.
Yeah, I'm about to say I know that. I know that name. Yeah.
Well, his father's Dewey Redman. So maybe the Redman name is standing out to you, and Cassandra Wilson as well.
Ah, Cassandra Wilson, dope, man. I love Cassandra Wilson.
We got some Scott Storch involvement with the song as well. So again, it's very specific as far as, again, Wikipedia. This is his first time showing up as far as one of the writers of the songs. And then we got The Adventures in Wonderland, featuring Ursula Rucker and Questlove and the Grand Guys on production once again. So let's go ahead and do that, wrap it up, and we can talk about the rating system that went down. We covered all the singles. We haven't really had a chance to really talk about lyrics or production because everything's been fire. So kind of hard to, put songs under those umbrellas when everything kind of falls under both those umbrellas. Production's been, superb, chef's kiss. And the lyrics, I mean, if you're a lyrics guy, this album's for you.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong.
For sure.
To Ike's point, where is the half, bro?
Yeah, where's the half, dog? Where's the half?
It's a little weird.
I think the half got lost in the baby oil.
Bossa!
That video, I'm telling you, it's that video. Fucking how they do, never do. What they do.
That shit is hilarious. It got lost in the baby oil.
Tonight, I want to see you use that gun.
Check it out, 1, 2. International rap now. My people up 68 down on 24th Street. What's up, Wayne? Down the village. Check it out.
Here on this agenda, there is no pretenders. So when we begin to assassinate your cast members, dig it, cool, calm, collect. In my perspective, search the premises. I leave no clues for detectives. My verbal impact across your back slap. You talk about you see me, but your vision's full of cataract. It don't matter that your glass house I shatter that. Bad luck I walk under. Now show me where the ladder at. Fill up the urinal organs up in your bladder. Cat approachable with shriller rhetoric as if you had a sack. Now cruise down broad, your gas pedal forward with ammo and artillery and stash spots to keep it stored. I use the banner rubber slam for the sword. Change your strategic plan, my man's getting bored. Your vocal cord is fraudulent and not the true porcelain. I bring the fire, earth, and the source of wind. The force of sin will endorse the pen. We all search for sanity, but I think that it was lost again. Now which stick of artists could be the smartest? My beam of sunlight shines the brightest and the farthest. Regardless of this bitch life, because I'm pimper, control the temper, making MCs whimper. I tilt the earth from off the axis in the center. Next I'm in the womb like a placenta. Illadelph city ninja. Uplift cause I'm the soul avenger. Remember I'm no great pretender. On this agenda, there is no pretenders. But when we begin to assassinate your cast members, on this agenda,
Malik B got this whole song to himself.
Yeah, bro.
No fast forward. No fast forward, Clip on.
So when we begin to assassinate your cash members. Strategists, I bet y'all niggas can't believe this. I read you like a whole avenue that's filled with meters, punks. Fuck your back talk, I watch y'all niggas catwalk over my pit of venom and send them to the asphalt. For inquisitives who wanna try to test me, what protects me, who make you shake like epilepsy. Plague your neighborhood with lyrical leprosy. Simulate more than ecstasy, y'all niggas check my recipe, dig it. I'm most observant, analyze when I'm chilling. Peep out who's the villain, then make up your whole pavilion of a Sicilian. Excuse the greed, don't want a mill, I want a zillion. Stacks of Franklins to the ceiling. Accounts that's imported, fuck a yacht in a mansion. I'm on Pluto and Jupiter, political, universal expansion. Buy out Tommy and Hallie Hansen. Kidnap America, Rick, you hold it for ransom. Pass it down to my grandson. I got no time to be romancing. Only times for mental food and advancement. This game of life is strictly chancing. Get to know the nature before I get to know the nigga while I'm glancing. Enhancing is my mental. I play in the Mr. Squad of G-Modes, cruisers not in the hassle rentals. My utensils display a whole variety. Even when in the cut, niggas can't kill their anxiety. Pete, I fill your brain with suspicion. Pay attention like you pay tuition. And stop all your bullshit. The rap chemist in the lab till the finish. The mic is my apprentice, cause I can't stand court sword tennis. My pigmentation is diminished. That's why the system's always trying to pursue with a blemish. Pale asses think unique and innocent. My foe's tremendous, but a meal you can't replenish. The question you ask when situations get worse, fam, I won't befriend ya, cause I'm no great pretender. On this agenda, there is no pretenders. So when we begin to assassinate your cash members. On this agenda, there is no pretenders. So when we begin to assassinate your cash members. On this agenda, there is no pretenders. So when we begin to assassinate your cash members. On this agenda, there is no pretenders. So when we begin to assassinate your cash members. It's like
Rest in peace, Malik B. Rest in peace, D'Angelo. A lot of great ones.
Yeah, I knew this girl named Alana with mad persona. She dealt with reality, never fed into the drama. I met her through my nigga named Jermaine Palmer, who knew her through his peoples by the Baltimore Harbor. Alana was a Maryland, thorough and attractive shorty that's relaxed with me and kicking back with a fat flick to cool out when stressed, cause the game would make you wanna pull a tool out and go the old school route. But all of that ceased when that piece checking the jewel out. A brother was charged, light a spliff and listen to the debarge. Let the shorty hit me with a massage to anoint, lubricating my meridian points. That was the summer, easy to remember. Alana was all up on Tariq agenda, how I used to back bender. She even told her best friend, Blenda from Virginia, who asked me if I had a cousin I could recommend her. But as time flowed on, we grew more mature and further apart. When I began to do tours, we lost contact and slowly parted, reminiscing of when it started. It keep me feeling heavy-hearted, a stolen moment periodic, addicted to her presence like a narcotic. Though I wonder if she ever got it, the hypnotic that faded like a dream sequence that persuaded beyond being infatuated, spiritually intoxicated, calm sedated. I concentrated on how to get in touch with her, cause the fact of the matter remained that I missed the hypnotic, the hypnotic, the hypnotic. Check it out. Her number, but knowing it's been a while, it's hard to link. I figure what she probably thinking, soon start to drink. Fighting the feeling I'm concealing, apparently at first appealing, later revealing to be deeper. Resistance increasingly weaker. The essence of life is more than just mice and puffing reefer. This universe of black thought that I could teach her. I'm trying to touch her, only if I can reach her. I hit this kid, I sign up on his beeper and asked him if he had a chance to speak to Jermaine Palmer, who father's a preacher. To make the story short, me and my man soon ran into each other on a humble at a show in San Fran. I said, Joe Palmer, when did you last see Alana? He offered me a seat in attempts to make me calmer. When he began to break it down, my mind started to wind a response beyond somber, incredibly crushed, kind of feeling on my shoulder, that of a boulder, to find out that our life was over. It made the room feel colder. I thought I could get with her when she was a little older, but she a victim of the wicked system that controlled her. It's all chaotic. Within my life, it's symbolic. Forever shadow on my mental, I never forgot it. Yo, the psychotic, the hypnotic. Yo, check it out, the most melodic, hypnotic, yeah. The hypnotic, the hypnotic, the hypnotic, check it out.
Amaretto sour sipping music, you know what I'm saying?
From the Illadelph side, from the New York side, to the University side. From the Illadelph side, from the New York side, from the University side. I wanna be able to reach an MC and reach a little child in the same degree, and my elders excel. I mean, what the hell, we might as well bridge these gaps and all before we fall in the fire.
MCs upon a planet called real, trying to set it. Profess my techniques, alleged inaccurate perception of reality embedded in they mind. Thus they rhyme my discredit. Check it out.
I use my music implemented with jewels as thought tools to inspire all these too cool fools who say screw school, cause they don't see the conspiracy that's put here to trap you and me, but we can get it.
Lieutenant be on some whole nother other finesse genetic. They say I get it from my mother, so it's in hereditary and very necessary to shine legendarily, heavily refined.
Contemporaries like the roots are so rad, it's like, dad, which bag did they come out of? And how could I get in it and win it? Like a raffle ticket picking. If you feeling stuck, then guess who did the sticking of the feelings, yo?
Style up close and personal. The first to foul I violate, I shall retaliate with realism for they whole locale to relate. We don't play like that's allowed. Abstract
MCing while I'm breathing. MCing is believing that you can host the ceremony and the dose is never phony. In fact, it's quite therapeutic, like a B12 hypodermic needle, so true.
Lyrically illicit up steps to explicit. Most wicked 7-digit mic wizard. My tongue lash out, then strike with it just slightly. Might miss it when I blast through your section. A district of rip it.
From the Illadelph side, yeah, to the New York side, yeah, to the University side. Keep my eyes out. Everybody rapping from the Illadelph side, yeah, to the New York side.
In my formative years, by my peers, I was influenced until the instruments of time killed the congruence. I peeped the blueprints on how to make true sense of MCs, which are a nuisance. I know just what to do since I'm on another level. Brothers is faking jacks, think they ready for the rev, but they got a lot to learn to make their thoughts long term, cause they shortcuts to make a wrong turn. Probably timelessly I construct a fearsome to rip your eardrum for many years to come. Professional style, thinking rational and move wise. So hard it's a wonder y'all alive
and still breathing. Niggas is dead and not even perpetuating real life. The shit kicked is real tripe, they fake bleeding. It's obvious that they needin' attention feeding. They cold acting like heathens. When mics is picked up, obscene scenes is kicked up. Like women with the grip of drink 'em over until they hiccup. Fellas hustling, picking bricks up. Fantasize about the illest stick up. But rip up the jam and we be truly impressed. On stage, you won't need your tech vest. Only your mic and the mic test. And at your best, you get blessed by the fans who profess that they can relate to the trials you tribulate of the pains you'd endure. Cause some cats is pure. Tell horrors that are true, but see cats like you, y'all fake joints just to get a woo-hoo. The tear jerker, you like a miracle worker whose miracles just ran out. I think it's time you pan out, or just plain fade. Cause yo, you play, we about to drop it on you like the Everglade. Like
everybody rapping from the Illadelph side, to the New York side, to the University abstract black side. Everybody rapping from the Illadelph side, to the New York side, to the abstract black thought. Keep the eye out. Everybody rapping from the Illadelph side,
Beats and
to the abstract black thought. Keep the eye out. Everybody rapping from the Illadelph side. Yeah, to the New York side, to the abstract black thought, keep it on time. Everybody rapping to the east, to the side, to the west, to the side. The abstract black thought, keep it on time.
They're slandering my name in the chat. They slander my name in the chat. You can listen to Jill Scott. Fuck. He said that ain't hip hop enough. You gotta play some Rod Digger in my book.
And it's accurate.
Rod Digger is the shit, but calm down.
Rod Digger is the shit.
They're a little too aggressive after 10 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? But I see where you kind of going with it. Listen, last two songs.
Fire.
Oh my God.
Fire, man.
Man. Again, it ahead of its time in terms of how important they would have been, right? In terms of like, I mean, the Q-Tip feature off the bat is like, okay, that's a big deal. Mm-hmm. But the D'Angelo feature, again, D'Angelo's still young at the time. He's still coming up. He's got a few hits under his belt already. But again, it's like, oh, it's D'Angelo. And then if you're waiting for him, you're like, well, where the fuck is he? But he's all over that track. If you know, you know. If you're really listening, he's all over
it sounded like Brown Sugar to me. Like if you listen to Brown Sugar, it sounds like the same
right in pocket
quality of that.
Right in pocket.
That's
right in
right.
pocket.
Beautiful. Someone in the chat said they used to play it on the radio, like on some Quiet Storm shit. I can totally see that.
Definitely, man. That joint.
That song is beautiful.
B Sharp said he caught some numbers off that joint with the bazooka in the trunk.
the 92 stanza.
Yeah, no doubt.
Rest in peace to Hub. That was probably a Hub at the time. Rest in peace to Hub.
92 box car.
Yo, that Hypnotic is one of my favorite joints on the album, man. Because it's such a groove, man. It's such a I love that song, bro. It's chill and you can play it in different settings.
It's a beautiful record, and then it gets followed up by a fly ass record with again a more up tempo, but still like almost in the same kind of pocket, right? Like Ital, the Universal side, featuring Q-Tip. Again, the Uma on the production as well, so listed as co-producers, and that back and forth.
Yeah,
that back and forth at the opening,
dope,
like,
man.
Fire. Just
so where is the half again?
Again,
thank you,
where's
Scan.
the half,
thank you,
bro?
Scan.
Where's
Thank you.
the
Shout out to my
half?
brother Scan, bro. Shout out to my brother Scan.
Where's the half?
I got you
Where's
right, because
the
I'm like,
half,
where's that? Where's the? There's nothing whack on this album at all.
20 tracks and it's nothing whack.
I could almost want to listen to a stance of we can't just give out fives all the time. Like, and you start from that stance, like, okay, and then where you're going, maybe I can kind of respect it, because like there's a lot of albums that like, what do you mean this doesn't get a 5? Like what the fuck are we even talking about?
Triple C, do you happen to know? I mean, you had discovered a list of, like, again, records that had been given 4.5 mics and then were sort of, upgraded down the line, like 20 years, maybe 10 years. I don't know how many years later. Was this one of the albums that they eventually gave a 5 mic rating to? Does anybody in the chat know?
I can't recall.
I knew Triple C. I was just saying it to you, but I knew you was gonna be like, I have no clue. But anyway in the chat, if anybody knows that, I think it deserves it. You know what I'm saying? We're practically done at this point. We have 2 more songs to go. We have One Shine and The Adventures in Wonderland, followed by an outro, which is only 15 seconds long. So again, just 2 more tracks to go. Both these last songs. And again, it's weird because this is some of the strongest non-single material, right, that I've heard on this album. And they really left it like, and again, just coming from a guy that worked with a lot of albums, I guess at my time and day, to put this so far back in the track listing is crazy to me, because you'd want to sort of like maybe, like if this was an era where there was a side A and side B, this was side B. And towards the end of side B, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy to me. But again, I think it's that hindsight situation. I didn't think that we know that these 2 particular gems, right, were going to be what they were going to be, sort of just in a hindsight way of looking at it today. Because like the Hypnotic, I haven't heard that record in so long.
That's a dope song.
Seeing like someone, again, I think it was Miss September, my bad. Someone said in the chat that they used to play it on the radio, and I was like, what? I would play this in a set. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I would. I mean, it's a special kind of set, right? But like, yeah, I would let this one rock. And then it's like,
it's Quiet Storm worthy, son. It's Quiet Storm
yeah,
worthy.
that's what I'm saying. Like in a Quiet Storm kind of, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's totally worthy. So it's like I can find a way to mix that in that kind of set. So it's like
that shit is Street FM worthy, man.
No doubt.
Right.
Doubt.
Well, let's wrap it up then. Here we go. One Shine, followed by The Adventures in Wonderland. Let's go.
Eats, beats, and rhymes.
definition of a vibe right here.
Yo, I could see somebody skipping this, but they're just uncivilized if they do.
What? Nobody rhyming to this?
Yeah.
Some uncivilized person might skip this, but you know.
That would definitely let me know where their level of brain activity is at.
Yo, word.
This is definitely a vibe, you know what I'm saying? Cassandra Wilson adding, again, just like D'Angelo, just adding little just sprinkles of what she does, you know what I'm saying, all over the track. She's there.
Yeah, I like Cassandra Wilson.
You play that yacht.
The thing, yeah, ghetto mimosas all day, Trip.
For sure.
The thing that I love, the thing that I love about that record is, as towards the end, you hear the bass just start really filling up the room. It's almost like you're finding this beautiful woman. You finding this beautiful woman. She's looking all sexy and everything, and and she just happens to turn around like, oh my gosh, she got a fatty. Like, shit, I'm set, bro. Shit, I'm out. I'm good. Yo, fellas, I'm out. I'm out.
Yes.
Look at the vibes. Look at the good vibes. The cats are just hearing this music. Look at what this is inspiring, man. You know what
30
I mean?
years old.
And the mixing,
30 years old.
That too.
The mixing and the mastering on this album is top notch.
Yeah,
that you could sit back and listen to it in earpods or whatever which way, and still feel full with the music that you're listening to.
Yo, did this album win any awards?
I'm not sure.
I think so, Trip.
Let's see. So I got a little information here. It got good reception apparently. New York Times, called it one of the year's best rap offerings, and wrote that the roots move indiscriminately from politically conscious lyrics, not just about Black America, but also about Bosnia, the Olympics, and terrorism, to silly rhymes, roam like a cellular phone far from home. And then the Philadelphia Inquirer wrote night thing, Source Magazine, obviously. They called it a thoughtful musical endeavor and an emotional and spiritually fulfilling oral experience.
Who said that?
Trip, no awards, bro.
The Source said that?
They're bigging it up. Everybody bigged it up. It's just, again, it gets classified, I think, like I said back then, it's like, oh, yeah, this is, again, like almost like modern day De La Soul. Like, it's different. Like, we need that. And it's kind of like, yeah, but like, you're not really listening to it, because again, even I'm reading these compliments and it's kind of like, love it, like love what you've done with your hair. Say again, Trip?
I say again, where'd the half come from? Got all this good
word. What do you have to say? What can you say bad about this album? I don't
well, you know what? We got one more track to go. Let's see if this is the defining answer for that half. The Adventures.
This is the This is the precursor to Keisha Plum with Griselda.
Let's go.
Fuck, kill, and prosper is the gospel of Wonderland, where street sands are quick to suck you down to the abyss with the lure of pure bliss if you kiss the dicks of the niggas. Never Nosferatus, those witches and wood.
Ursula Rucker, by the way, on the open mic.
In blue, government gumshoe, keepers of the French zoo. Who? Me? I'm the modern day vixen vampire slayer, unauthorized player, and the capitalist contest to see who gets money. No milk and honey in this land, cause justice has been banned. So it's play dirty or die by the hand that's holding all the guns. Plunge deep into religion was my first decision to save me and my daughter's lives, but I can't thrive off spirit and scripture. The picture grew clearer. I made the move to rear her in a life wanting for nothing, so I got into this drug thing, not doing, but dealing. Sealing fates and healing struggle gape, wounds of the doomed became my mission. Ism was just too small time, I had to find the best design to fuck with the mass of motherfuckers' minds and pockets. So I sold cock hits and alleyway thigh splits for 2 bits and 5-year-old preschool pussy and once strong, now bony backs and stretched out weary waxed snatch. In other words, I sold crack. Morality was buried deep beneath the new Jeep, silk sheets and money heaps. Still the good mother, I sent my daughter off to boarding school to keep shit undercover. All the while envisioning myself a champion of ghetto causes, cause his game I was playing and winning, while sinning against myself and soul to get the goal. I was the female dawn, the crack queen. To me I seemed unstoppable, my coffers full. I went buck wild, wanting more. Like the pipe-worn whores I began to deplore. No time for playing with my coochie, counting my man's made Lucci while he was up inside some hoochie's loose piece. I signed the checks and I counted out the cash. Wasn't saving ass for no nigga sent up river. I thought my shit was tight, till my empire started to quiver. Taking every chance, under surveillance, being listened to and watched like a Sada Shakur. My place on the top was no more sure. Loose lips flipped the script. The fantasy trip swiftly ended. It took no time to blend in with the population prison. My jaded vision busted like a cherry. Every dream I had now tainted bad. I fucked and I killed to prosper. Upheld each tenet of the ghastly gospel. Shipped to a different wonderland to pay the price for my vice. A land of fields to toil in like slaves. No lilies in this field, just plenty of souls to save. Plenty of fat, uniformed rats with below average sized cocks that slither through cell locks in the night. Lactating tits being licked left and right. Plenty of coochie burning with desire, like black churches in the South. Black prayers and pussy on fire, pinned up behind barbed wire. Me and my fellow female mammals, animals, bitches in cages, bodies racked with hormone rages, minds haunted by our children's faces. They mace us with promises of rehabilitation/corruption. Place smoking guns in empty hands of native sisters and sons. I joined in this nation's favorite pastime on the quest to get mine. Now I'm passing time standing online in the commissary to buy maxi pads instead of shopping at Barney's for Chanel bags. Nana, who raised me, went to better days via my mistakes, and my daughter hates me for what I did. And I'm fucked, and I'm stuck doing the devil's bid, being rocked in a more corrupt crib, missing my kid. Hey girl, you wanna get finger fucked tonight? I swear, stick it in that tight just right.
Yo sis, I got the killer shit. Just blow my hair pretty and I'll give you a sniff.
All right, ladies, lights out.
For now, the Roots remain a little bit of an enigma, even to themselves. They have reached the level of their dreams, a major label record deal and some international notoriety. But for all that, their concept has not yet blown up. And it is possible it won't.
There it is.
That's where the outro.
That outro is kind of cool, and I like the sound effects right before all the of everything. Again, this is shit. I don't know, man. I have to agree with you guys. Where's the half?
It was hating. That half was pure hate.
That's all it was. That's literally all. That's all it was.
I think cats were in their feelings about the Never Do song. It were probably in their feelings because cats were getting called out. You know what I mean? And we're gonna hate just based off of that. That's my conclusion.
Yeah.
The Roots have proven that they were something to, they were here to stay. And the proof is in the pudding. They're here.
They're still here.
And I look forward to like any opportunity to go see the Roots. Shout out to the DJ Scanless, DJ Sensor. We went, I believe, last year.
This past summer.
This past summer, they did a free show in Queens. Psst.
Yep, we were there.
No, we was there.
Soul Science, my people's Chin and
shout out to the whole
job that rolled up.
Chen.
What up?
It was everything and more. Again, like the Roots never disappoint, man. Never. So this was, again, the 4.5 Mic Dissection. We're not gonna talk too much more about it. Like I said, we got to play all 20 tracks, singles, were clones, Concerto de Desperado, what they do, gems, obviously. Lyrics and production, no need to go over that.
I'm about to say, why dissect? It's all hot.
Exactly.
Like this.
No skip factors, which was level, number 4 on this chart that we go through. And I think it's pretty obvious. We all on the same page that it aged well. So I also think it's pretty obvious, just to wrap things up here, that everybody agrees this is a Five Mike album.
Yep, they got it wrong.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? They got it wrong, 100%. Trip, you're right. They got it wrong, and that's just how we feel here at EBR. So Source Magazine, with all due respect, again, I don't know if this is one of these albums that was later on.
I think they know. They know they done fucked up.
They had to like as music just went forward, they had to know, like, damn, we really fucked up on this one. The sound that this is a part of in '96, the sound that this album means to hip hop is I can't put all the words into fucking a sentence, you know what I'm saying? So like it's funny how we sit here and we talk about where's the half, but that's just the regard that the Source was looked at, you know? So it was like, if you're not willing to give them 5, what the fuck?
It's ill you said that right now, because you were saying that right now, it made me think of just in that moment, and I could be wrong, but I posed a question. Would we say, listening to this album and listening to the sound of this, is this the pre-neo soul sound that's getting ready to come? Because we know D'Angelo's out, we know, but a whole movement happened.
A whole movement
Jazz
definitely did happen.
Le Nubian, Jaguar, right? Jill Scott,
Music Soul Child.
A whole movement happened in Philadelphia in the 99 2000. So my question is this part of the precursor to that movement?
I would say yes, if not part of the precursor, definitely inspirational point, a humongous inspirational point. There's no way with, like we were saying, with a live band, you know, like this is the Roots with the live band, and this is their 3rd album right now. So for those like the regular ones of us, not like Jules, we already was in love with them. So to see them elevate to take their music to this point was like, yeah, I could totally see from here then just branching out, because D'Angelo's on the album, you know, because
I think D'Angelo is the precursor, to be honest. I think he was the...
I would agree, but I think that if you think about that, Hypnotic, you know, that's totally a Soulquarian, neo soul.
I think the Brown Sugar...
You had Raphael Sadiq on here too.
100%. Again, it was a mesh of everything, dude. But Philly definitely was.
And I was gonna add, right? So I was gonna add, because you also had the sound of Philly movement in the '70s,
yes.
Right? So you had different movements coming out of Philadelphia at this time. So it's kind of interesting that we're listening to this album, and it's just making me pose these questions, because like, wow, coming from that '70s movement, this is the Young Bucks coming after. And then to me, at least to me, the way I'm looking at it is like, oh wow, this is like another precursor to this next generation of the neo soul movement. What happened later on, you know what I mean? So the Roots, very, very. I think we have to give the Roots even extra flowers, because I don't even think we really, at least for me, I'll speak for myself again.
Give it.
But we're really seeing that their presence really aided and really did a lot more than we realized.
Yeah, they were the backbone to a lot of that sound. And
absolutely,
let's be clear, you need a place to jam and a place to practice and all that. Like they sort of provided that space and opportunity for a lot of the artists that are featured on this album, on albums that were later featured down the line. Again, there's Jazzy Fat Nasty's, there's Jaguar Wright before the Jaguar Wright that we know now.
Yeah.
There was everything from, again, Malik B, Dice Raw, you know, just all these artists that were flourishing from the OK Player system that was, you know, the Roots at that point in time.
Think about the L. Michaels Affair. Amazing live band, you know, when they did the Enter the 37 Chamber, and when they did that live show with Raekwon. To see Raekwon, there's a video of it, Raekwon even bugging out because they're getting RZA's sound the way they, like, that's because of the Roots, you know, like that's exactly because of the Roots. So there's so many people, I think, so many different musicians that were inspired by the Roots music, not just this album, but just the elevation of their career.
Yeah, shout out Michael's Affair. That's a dope. They're dope too, man.
L. Michaels Affair is super dope.
Super dope.
We're gonna go ahead and wrap things up for editing purposes, but we might just hang out a little bit tonight because it's a snow day here on the East Coast. Again, you joined us tonight, Eats, Beats, and Rhymes, like you do every Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We set things off for a good dose of hip hop conversation. Tonight was the Source Magazine's 4.5 mic dissection of The Roots, Illadelph Halflife. This album received 4.5 mics. We respectfully think they got it wrong. We think it's a 5 mic album collectively. Chat, let me know. Throw up your fives if you agree. Throw up your numbers, 4.5, 3, whatever. I doubt there'll be any of those. But if you got fives to throw them up there in the chat. Let us know in the comments. And we'll see you guys next Monday night for another dose of this hip hop. Eats, Beats, and Rhymes. We'll see you guys soon. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.